Hey, Star Fam. How are we all doing, my loves? Thank you all so much for joining me. It's going to be a solo show today. My girl, my co-host, Mama Star, is out busy being an actress. Mama Star is working on a really fun project that hopefully you all will see sometime in 2027. So she said she's going to try to stop by if she can, but our girl is working, so she will not be here with me for the majority of the review. If she can make it, she will stop in, but I told her to prioritize work. I'm so proud of my girl. So send her, some prayers. This isn't her first like acting project. But jitters come, things happen. But I'm proud of her, and I know that she's going to do very, very well. You are missed and will be missed this live, Mama. But we're proud of you. Hey guys, I am Nikki.Star. I do comedic reviews of some of your favorite reality TV shows. The reality TV show that we are going to be discussing today is Love Island, episode 31. We're in the final stretch. We're in the final stretch. Disclaimer: young people making very dumb decisions and also being picked and prodded, and to give us an outcome, because this is a show where we need to be entertained. So you guys have to realize entertainment wins over everything else in this show. Entertainment is key, not what you think the show should be. The people who put this show together are putting it together to entertain you. If you weren't entertained, you wouldn't be watching. Speaking of those who are watching, if you're watching this and it's not fun for you, don't watch it. Right? If you're watching this and it's triggering you and it's creating such disdain for these people, very young people who are strangers to you, then stop watching. Right? This should be fun. It should be entertaining. You should not have a good time watching something. If you're watching something and you're not enjoying it, cut it off. It's that simple. It's that simple. And if you feel the need to go to any of these young people's social medias and make a comment or make a negative comment or bully them in any sort of way, just stop and think, wow, I'm 37. Should I be doing this? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Also, these people are very young, and a lot of us who are watching it have an older lens, have made our mistakes off the internet, away from cameras, and are not being judged by the world for the decisions that we make. They all deserve grace, even the ones that we disagree with. Having said that, welcome. Let's get into it. I'm telling you, without fail, every time I get on here, all of a sudden my social media starts popping off. I guess it's because people have just watched the show, and they like the people who watch the show. I please come to YouTube and talk to me. But they are like on all my social medias, and some people in my group, my personal group chats, are coming to me to talk about this show, and I'm just like, just say it on live, just come here, please, because. Girl, it's too much going on. I'm looking at so many things. So here's the thing. What did I tell you about our girl Kenzie? What did I tell you? When she let Dylan know, if you are not happy with me, then we don't need to do this. All of a sudden, Dylan goes, "Oh, well, no, I'm glad that I'm seeing that you care now. You being upset lets me know that you care." Red flag. Red flag. Yes, Kenzie is the future of this season. Yes, Kenzie is the Christopher Columbus of the season. This is the season for the girls. So we going to let the girls get away with some things, okay? We don't let the girls get away with stuff when they do it against other women, right? Or against other girls. Like, we don't let them get away with that. But on this show, we support a woman's rights and wrongs, because this is our space, okay? Men don't have priority over here. That's why the birds who have joined this fan base don't enjoy the show, because this ain't for you. You need to watch Love at the Lockup. That's a show you can relate to. You can't relate to Love Island, okay? This is a show for romance. This is a show where it's woman's choice. This is a show where the women are protected. So maybe scooch over to Love at the Lockup or snapped, maybe you can relate over there more. But over here, we support a woman's rights and wrongs. Unless it's against another woman, then we're just like, okay, let's discuss this. Let's discuss this. And I just want to say this: what the hell did Kenzie do wrong to Dylan? Like, I don't understand how he's the victim. I don't get what's going on with this dude. It's just very weird to me. I don't get how he's some kind of victim. She met you at Casa. She brought you back. She gave you camera time, which is what you wanted for your resume, right? Dylan, the actor. Let's stop playing this game. And the problem with you, which is why I think that you're a new actor, is that you do entirely too much. Acting is creating real life, right? Real life circumstances and relationships and imaginary situations. You are letting us know that this ain't the real deal. And that is not acting. We have to believe you, Dylan. We don't believe you because you're doing too much. Now, you might be a new actor. Grace will be given to that, right? Here's the thing. As soon as you get out, and if you are able to get an agent, tell them you need to do two things. You need to do improv. You will not kill, but you will fit in at UCB. Don't do growlings, baby. That's above your pay grade. Start at UCB. Start at UCB out here in LA, because this is where you're going to come. This is where everybody comes to pop off, right? Start at UCB in LA. Here's the thing. The people that are there, they are working actors. They get booked. You're going to want to make some great relationships. Don't come in there and do too much. You're going to rub people the wrong way. And this industry is about relationships. You don't want to come in already rubbing people the wrong way. You'll inadvertently blacklist yourself, even if you're white. Baby, the white people struggle out here. So learn from this, right? UCB, that is where you're going to go. Don't do growlings. They're going to embarrass you. UCB, that's where we start. Right. The next thing that you have to do, because it is a tool that you are absolutely missing, you have to find a Meisner acting class. You are not believable, baby. You're not believable. You have to find a Meisner acting class. I think that's the portion that you are missing. You like entertaining people. So I think that's a good thing, right? You like being in front of the camera, but you're going to go to UCB to learn how to share the stage, right? To learn how to be in an ensemble, to learn how to listen to your partner. And then you're going to do a Meisner acting class to learn how to be believable to the audience and to your partner. Do those two things. You're an attractive white guy. You'll do well. But LA is a place that everybody and their mama get humbled. Know this. Know this. Have a good time. Having said that, that is the issue with him. He's doing entirely too much, to the point where now everybody's like, Kenzie, get behind me. Because what? I don't understand. But I'm glad that she was just like, if you can't do this with me, then let's cut it off. One thing about her, she knows there's fish in the sea. There's fish in the sea. She don't play. Kenzie don't cry over no man. A true Sagittarius. Kenzie don't shed a tear for no man, because she knows there's 90 more behind you that I can get. So you want to play? Bye. Go on about your business. What I didn't like what Dylan did was when he said to her, "Oh, you're upset, so I see that you really care." Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is just a teaching moment. Ladies, especially those who are younger who watch me, hey, if a man tells you that I can see that you're angry, so that means that you care, get away from him. Get away from him. Because what he is going to do is try to continue to get an emotional reaction out of you for him to believe that you actually care. Absolutely not. A man should want you to be at peace at all times. Peace and joy. If he got to get some emotional reaction out of you to feel wanted, he is not the one. He is a terrorist. Get far away from him. Kenzie clocked that and was just like, first of all, she's been had the ick since he did that crying stunt. She saw right through that nonsense. And she was just like, eh. And also, she never wanted to close off. She's enjoying her 20s. any way she can, okay? But she been had the ick from that dude, and now he's trying to pull strings like this is his show. And that's the problem with the men on this season, right? And that's the problem with the red pill contestants of this season. They came in the villa thinking that this was their show. Men on this show are an accessory. This show is about women finding love, right? The guys don't realize, unless the guys who are betting or watching the show, they don't realize that in order for a guy to be successful on this show, we have to like how he treats women. We have to like how he don't even have to like really have a good connection with the girl he with, but if he's somebody that everybody just feels comfortable with and that is just kind to everyone, regardless of who he's with, that guy is going to do very well. The guys are not going to get it until they get out the villa, because this audience, this fan base is women. And listen, the birds are loud. They're not the majority, and they are not the motion, and they are not the ones that got the pocketbooks. So brands ain't never going to listen to them. You want the fan base of women who, when they see you with any woman, go, oh, he's a good guy. Carl gonna eat, and y'all gonna get real mad. I can see her right now trying to cry racism. Carl is gonna eat. Nick, last season, great guy. You know why he ate, and you know why he continues to eat? Because of how he treated that sister from Houston. Bama, how she treated that Bama sister who now lives in Houston. That's why he's eating, and that's why he will always be full. Y'all don't get that. This is a woman show. And it's like we're watching these men act like this is Fire Island. This ain't Boys Island, baby. This is Barbie's dream house. But what we doing? This ain't Ken's condo. What are we doing? But I'm glad that Dylan got it together, because Kenzie was about to clip his wings. And if she was going to clip him, she was going to explore somebody else. And I fear her and Anaya would have had to get into it, because I think that Carl was next on her list. So smart for you, Dylan. Smart for you, Dylan, to wrap it up with Kenzie, because she was done. And the thing about it is, Kenzie is locking in for the rest of this season. When Kenzie gets to that airport, she's blocking Dylan. They have no life outside of here. We already see it in her face and how she interacts with them. She's over it. She's disgusted. She been got the ick. It's done. And maybe that's what Dylan was feeling. I just think he went about reconciling with her in the worst way. You are not the star. Any man coming on this show, please know. And to the man that kicked me out of my live stream, I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry about this. Listen, I have decided, you guys have convinced me. I haven't watched Big Brother in like a decade, but you guys have convinced me that it's something that I should watch, and it's something that you guys are interested in watching. I will be watching Big Brother with you guys. I'm going to let you know right now, the service that I'm using is going to change halfway through the review, because I've been auditioning different streaming services. StreamYard has got the last of my money. It's never happening again. Like, this system is garbage. Anyway, let's move on. So the cast gets a text. And the text is, the hideaway is open. I love my girl Anaya, because she went, and I said, Anaya, ain't nobody sending you to the hideaway. Girl, because listen, I know she real hot right now. Hot in the volleyball shorts because of Carl. Listen, I saw that man's legs and I saw his abs. I get it, and he's tall. I'm a height hoe myself. I understand. Slow down, little mama. Slow down, okay? So she goes, and everybody was like, Melody and Sincere. Because my girl is ready. No, not on TV. Trinity, yes, she broke the trend of black girls on these shows not hunching. But we're not going to continue this. Trinity will be the only one. We are not hunching on this show, sisters. Trinity is the only one. She's the baby of her family. We're going to let that slide. We're going to act like that didn't happen. We're going to act like it did. She did it with a white man, so it don't count. Anyway, everybody says Melanie and Sincere. And as soon as Melanie and Sincere got everybody hyped them up to go to the hideaway, I was like, it's a wrap for her girl. It's over, guys. It's it. This is it. Buckle up. Buckle up. I already got my boots on the grounds journalists in Philly waiting to give me the tea, specifically in North Philly. I already got my boots on the grounds journalists that will give me the tea. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's over. I'm sorry to the Love Island aunties. We lost this battle. Our girl is going to be in this nonsense with this man for a while. We've lost this battle, but we will continue to pray for our niece. We will continue to pray for our niece. My only thing was, I was just like, I think that we gotta pray. We gotta pray. Again, do y'all do the pills or the patch? Whatever she's doing, the pills, patch, don't do a rhythm method with him. Because I feel like that's his next step. His next step is to give that woman a baby, a Sincerita, and have her stuck. That's what they do. In the words of Offset, you my baby mama, I won. It's a threat. It's a threat. Use wisdom. Listen to the owls. She was so excited to go into that hideaway with him. And I was like, it's a candid event. It's a candid event. She, some lessons you don't have to learn, but because you put yourself through them, life goes, well, this wasn't the one for you to learn, but if you want to learn it, take this detour. I pray she gets out of it without a baby. I pray she gets out of it without a baby. But, if the baby happens, the village gotta. Anyway, so when they get in, when Sincere and Melanie, get into the hideaway, they immediately start talking about their moms, and Sincere is just like, oh, my mom, because they know that family day is happening. And Sincere is just like, my mom is going to be looking at me like, you dummy, like, why did you do all that? She's going to be so disappointed in me. And then Melanie goes, you know what? My mom, she's not like really going to be mad or anything like that. Like, she's going to understand. And I was just like, it's over. We lost. Oh my God, Sincere is too powerful. Sincere is too powerful. He's taken out all of his ops in the villa and in the fan base. He's too powerful. We got to cut his hair. He's too powerful. He's too powerful. He went to battle with all of us and won. Oh, we got to cut the hair. Because that's all she needs is the mama stamp of approval. He's too powerful. I cannot believe this kid. He has this power in his early 20s. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Who can defeat him? Who can defeat Sincere? Oh my God, we're in trouble. I'll let you know how it goes. My Philly journalist will report back to me. So I will let you all know, but he won this battle. He got us all. He defeated all of us. My God, today. But yeah, these two are locked in. This is it. So Trinity, I'll bring up Trinity because that's remember I was calling her Serenity? I'll bring her up because that's the star of this relationship. But Bryce is trying to get Trinity to move to LA, right? They're talking about their life outside the villa. Dare I say, he may be convincing me. I'm not there yet. I just need to see how they have. I'm waiting for the reunion to make my full decision on them, because again, I feel like it's two things that are happening in this relationship that concern me. It's the age gap, which is, if they were in their 30s, it wouldn't be that alarming, right? So, you know, um, but at 22, you know what I mean? You just, oh my God, my boyfriend is 30. And then this is her first interracial relationship. And she's doing it with a white man. I don't, since she's never been there before, I don't know if she has. Trinity has a lot of wisdom at 22. Like, good for the people in her life. They did a good job with her. We should have gave her the birds and the bees conversation a little early. But it is what it is. She's here now. I just feel like at that age, and with this being her first experience being in a relationship with a colonizer, descendants of enslavers, I am not sure that she's going to put herself first. And I'm just so concerned that this young lady is going to be in traumatic situations that are going to be very hard for her to call out. I just feel very protective of her in this relationship. And so I can't quite get on board. I need to see how Family Day goes, and I need to see an update at the reunion, because I got to be honest with you, Black people. Oftentimes, y'all get into relationships with non-Black people, especially colonizers. Y'all let a lot of disrespect slide, a lot of stuff that they be doing. And I don't know if you're just happy to be there for the privilege or whatever, but it's just like, y'all be letting a lot of traumatic stuff slide. And somebody who's never been there before and that young, I feel like she's going to let a lot of stuff slide. Keep in mind, she hasn't heard the conversations that Bryce has had with Zach about her. Now, Zach hasn't said anything, but he's set in them conversations, and we haven't seen any rebuttals. But again, I'm still sticking with those two macroaggressions. And I don't know, y'all. I'm uneasy. I just need a bit more to make me get on board. But the way that they were talking, I was just like, oh, you're really trying to make this happen. Because he said, he basically just let Trinity know that you're going to have to come out to LA, which makes sense, right? There's a lot of opportunities out here for the Love Island cast in LA. And also Beyond the Villa is going to be filmed here. So at least for a certain amount of time, she's going to be out here. But he was really talking like longevity. And I'm like, okay. Listen, we all know that outside of the villa is the actual relationship test. So we will see. I'm still uneasy for me. I don't know people, this ain't my relationship. But for me as a viewer to get on board with this, I need a little bit more. Don't want to compare them to Nick and Landry, but I will, right? Or Meghan and Harry, because I feel like if you're going to date a colonizer, that should be the standard. Nick and Landry and Harry and Meghan, that need to be the standard. I'm sorry, right? So I'm always going to compare, the swirl community to that. But I need to see him protect her in a way that for me will make you be like, this is it. I still would love for her to touch that 100K. I know she's going to split it with that boy, but I still would love for her to touch that 100K. Her and Naya, good for me. Good for me. The dark-skinned woman agenda is working. Stay mad. It's working. Thank you, Jesus. So I don't have a problem with them winning if they do. I'm just really uneasy. But what I was going to say about Nick is that before we even got here, we know we saw him have Alandria's back. I haven't seen it. I'm like, that white boy wooed all of us last season. We were like, oh, oh, girl, you better get with him. Like, I have yet to say that with Trinity and Bryce. Like, girl, you better get with him. I have yet to say that. I'm just happy that she's happy. Congrats. But they're planning their life outside of the villa, and Trinity can't go back to Virginia. She you broke the glass ceiling there. You're gonna have to go somewhere else now to at least magnify what this opportunity is. If it's not LA, it gotta be New York, one or the other. I see her doing well in LA and New York. I see her doing well in both cities. So we'll see. We will see. I'm on board with this one. Karnaya is planning outside the villa. Like Carl is talking about their schedules. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why are we talking about schedules? Like, what's going on? Like, he's ready. He's like, I feel like he's like very serious. Like, I think that he's been looking and he's found what he wanted. And he's like, let's lock in. I think she is still like, hold on, Carl. Like, I like this. I want to explore this. But I'm 24. And just like Alandria, this is her first experience over there. So, it's going to take her. It always takes Black women a minute, not Trinity. I can't call Black women in Virginia. I don't know what's going on over there. But normally it takes Black women who ain't never been over there a minute. Trinity loves a challenge. She game, right? But normally it takes a minute. So I feel like she's happy. She likes this. I feel like for a lot of Black women, they have to see how they work outside in the real world, and I think she's waiting for her mama's stamp of approval. I think we're going to see the same thing with Alandria. That Alandria and Nick were doing this. She was like, Nikki, boo. And then after her mother, it was come here, milk. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to wait for the mama's stamp of approval. I also love the bracelets. I'm locked in. He said, these bracelets mean so much to me and in my culture. And while he's telling her how important the bracelets are to her, he's putting the bracelets on her. This is what I'm used to from men. I don't do the men. Chivalry is dead. Ain't nobody doing all that for y'all. I don't do the men who want me to do labor. Like I like the men who see me as free. You know what I mean? Like I like a lover boy. This is my speed. We all got different tastes, but that's my speed. Y'all can do with the roughneck. That's not me. That's not my thing. You call me your lady, your love, your apple pie, your pumpkin pie, my heart. That's what I'm used to. Some girls are used to being called a BITC. My dude, that's my dog. That's okay. That's okay for you. But as for me in my house, I will be adored. As for me in my house, I will be worshiped. I will be loved. I will be honored. I will have it no other way. And thank you, Anaya, because we see that it is possible. Media is powerful. And I'm glad that we got your story on this show. Because what the Love Island tell Black women? Flee from that struggle of the Asians. Gotcha. Leave that Black struggle of and get you a Asian. Y'all better listen. Not me though. But I also love how Anaya talks about Carl, because in her confessional, she's just like, oh my God, I feel like this man was like, he's the only guy that you get in like movies, and we all talked about that on this on the live before, that Carl is very romance novel coded, but he's also like rom-com coded as well. And I was just watching their scenes, just beaming, because I was just like, see, princess, we sent you your prince. I'm all in. I am all in with the kids. I am all in. So then we get to Kada. This was a tough episode for my girl. Then we get to Kada, and she tells the girls that she tells, not the girls yet, she tells Trinity that I didn't know that her and Trinity were best friends in the villa. Like, Love Island, why are we just getting this information? Anyway, she tells Trinity that her and Zach are exclusive. And Trinity goes, ah, what's that? I love her. She goes, what that mean? What that mean? Kate was like, no, it means that like we're exclusively together. So, you know, exclusive. And Trinity was just like, ain't that what y'all doing already? And Kate was like, no, it's like more. Trinity was like, so just be boyfriend and girlfriend. And Kate was like, no, exclusive. And Trinity was like, a situationship? I said, Trinity, back off. Girl, stop. This one don't want to be free. You gotta know when to just let your girl stay in a nonsense until she wakes up. So this was a canon event for the both of them. Trinity is now learning that sometimes your girl don't want to be free, and you just gotta let her live it out, live out the lesson. But that scene was cracking me up because every time Trinity came back with something, Kate was just like, no, it's not that. And Trinity just got more and more confused. So she was like, okay, girl. Let me tell you something. If this is who Trinity is in her 20s, I can't wait to see who she's going to be in her 30s and 40s and 50s. Like, the older she gets, I am so excited for her future. I am so excited for her future. So Anaya gets a text, and it's, you know, to wake up all the girls are going to a water park. So all the girls, they wake up, they go to a water park, and they're having like a great time. Like, they needed it. The girls needed a break. The girls have been put through the ringer, and so they needed this fun day, and I was glad that they had a really good time. Kada now tells the rest of the women that her and Zach are exclusive. This was worse. I felt so bad for her, and she's just like, well, you know, because they were all talking to Melanie and asking Melanie what her and Sincere did. I'm praying that they didn't have sex. She's just like, oh no, yes, but you know, we just said a little bit around and like nothing like that, you know. Girl. Anyway, after she does that, they go to Kenzie, and Kenzie tells them about Dylan, and then we go to Kada, and Kada's just like, well, I have some good news. Zach and I are exclusive. The girls have the same reaction that Trinity did. They go, ah, what's that? Oh my God, I felt so sorry for the baby because, oh, I've been there. Ah! And that is not the reaction you want from your girls. You want them to be just as excited about the bare minimum that you were. And the girls are just like, so what does that mean? And she's like, we're exclusive. And they're like, aren't you guys doing that already? No, we're exclusive. So like, you know, and Anaya goes, dating? This was triggering. But I will say this, Kada, as your auntie, that's a good friend group. That's a good friend group. Don't let them go. Don't let them go. So they had a good day at the water park. Kada leaves a little defeated because the girls did not have the reaction for her situationship that she wanted, because she even brought it up, and she's just like, well, Trinity called it a situationship, and the girls agreed. Ooh, you're going to be so much better from this, my dear. It's okay. It's a life lesson for a woman. It's okay. It's okay. I just hope you pass the test and raise the bar. My God, today. But that's a good friend group. That's a good friend group. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. So, why the girl? Before we move on, where is the medic on the island or at the villa? Kenzie needs help. Her skin, as soon as she touches down in Kennesaw, her mama better take her to a dermatologist. Right here. Like, it's just to the point where I'm concerned. Because I know she ain't felt, Atlanta is hot and sunny. I get it. But she ain't felt no sun like that. She ain't felt no Fiji sun like that before for that long period of time. And her skin is just going through it. And I'm like, is anybody in production like, are y'all concerned? Give her some black girl sunscreen. She needs something strong. Or the banana boat. Give her a banana boat. Or some medical grade sunscreen. Because everything's just peeling and red. I'm like, this, I don't think this is healthy. Help our girl. My God, today. Moving on. Before they left the water park, we did have a moment with TT, and she was talking about Casey. The only reason why I want to talk about this is because, guys, we finally got some tears from TT. This is the first time in Love Island Season 8 history that TT said, I'm about to cry, and she actually did cry. Here's why the tears concerned me. Because I thought up until now, Homegirl was gaming. Now I'm like, oh, you like this dude? Ay, ay, ay. Now I'm concerned. Because I thought, let her slide, get the popularity, do what she need to do. I have not really been on her team because the way she came in the villa gave me the ick. But I had to jump back on when people were photoshopping her head onto like a man's body. It got a little weird. So I said, black first. But I just it hasn't been for me, right? So I just been letting it slide. And I also think that, I also felt that she was gaming. But when I saw her crying over Casey, I was like, oh. Did you poke your eyeball? Are you really crying? I hope not. I hope not. We have learned that Casey hasn't changed. I'm still waiting to see his performance out of the villa. I'm still waiting for the reunion, and we will see. But every time he talks about this girl, he talks about the labor she performs for him. And to me, that's the red flag. I don't think that any woman should be with a man that sees you as a laborer, that sees you as cattle, that sees you as a slave. And I really have a deep-seated issue with Black men who see Black women that way. Because, specifically Black American men, because as what we went through as a people, how dare you only see the value of a Black woman in their labor? So you see, so you want to be free, but you want to enslave a Black woman. May you never prosper. So the way he talks about her, I don't like it. I don't really bring it up because his fan base is very illiterate. Just very demonic. It gives Black MAGA to me. I don't really get into this couple too much. But I will say the way he speaks about her is very concerning. And the only reason why I'm concerned is because I think that she may actually like him. And now I'm just like, have you been listening to how he describes you? Because at the villa, he sits down with the guys. And to the women who watched him do this and you ate this up, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pop your balloon. It didn't move me, right? Because I felt like, and we get this a lot at the final week of Love Island. Men are natural born followers. That's why the majority of the military men, for a reason. They keep their recruitment of women very, very low. Why? Women are independent thinkers. Only the birds that produce birds are able to keep that community alive. But if we successfully end the birdism and the woman community, my God, today we got a shot. If all women decenter, we got a shot. I don't know if it's going to happen in my lifetime. Anyway, so they're natural born followers. And this happens every final week of Love Island. One guy is, whatever guy decides that he wants to lock in or close off or make a girl his girlfriend, all of a sudden every guy starts doing that, even if it doesn't make sense. Because they're following behind another guy. So this we saw Zach do the same thing, right? Like they're all starting to do it. Oh, I'm thinking about closing on. I'm thinking about making her my girl. You didn't think about that 2 weeks ago? But because Bryce did it now. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we're having here. So we're going to just get this all week. All, guys just, I want to do, I want to do a date. I want to do a gesture for the girl. Why? Because other men are doing it. Not because they really want to do it for the woman. Because men like to perform and appease other men. Unfortunately, this generation of men are in love with men and just sexually attracted to women. That's what we're having here. Right? That's why the best relationships that these guys have in the villa are with each other, because they love men. They don't really see women as fully realized human beings. They're slaves, they're laborers. That's it. That's why it's so easy for them to just disrespect them. And it takes a movie night for a lot of them to treat women humanely. Anyway, so when he does this whole conversation about how he wants TT to be his girlfriend, he's sitting there, he's just like, so I just want you guys to help me because I want TT to be my girlfriend. And he jumps into the arms of the guys, expecting this like celebration. But I don't think he has a relationship with the men like that, because it just really wasn't received the way he was hoping. It just really wasn't. I don't know. Poor guy. I did feel bad for him for that, because I thought that he wanted something, a bigger reaction, and he just did not get it. But again, that was for the men, to impress the men. And that's what they're all going to do. They're all going to go to each other and be like, oh, I want to do this kind gesture for you. Bryce led the way, right? But even in his discussion with the men about why he wanted TT to be his girlfriend, he said two very specific things that stuck out to me. And I was just like, oh, I hate this for her. He said, I feel like she has nothing else to prove. And then he also said, she's shown me that she's worthy to be my girl. If you like it, I hate it, but that's your life. Bring back yearning. Bring back lover boys. What is going on? Labor. You only see her as a Black American man. You see a Black American woman as a laborer. I bind up struggle love and the mighty and the Black community and the mighty and the matchless name of Power City and Jesus and Queen Harriet Tubman. It shall not prosper. It shall not prosper. My God, today, the way he talks about her is just all the labor she has performed for him and how she has shown him that she is worthy. What the hell is going on? That's why I'm be like, you can't. That's why when people try to come up here and try to say, oh, you too old for this, you cannot shame me for my age. I would not trade places with you, even if somebody paid me to. No shade to the young people. I feel sorry, to Gen Z. I feel sorry for you. I feel like y'all were just cheated. Everybody dropped the ball with y'all. I'm sorry. You deserve better. I would not even for the collagen that I had back in the day. Not even for the perfect C cups that I had. Let me tell you something. My biggest regret in my life is that when my body was at its sickest, I was devout. The only people that got to see that body was me, Jesus and the angels, and my OBGYN. I am so sorry. I am so sorry to the men that I deprived of that chocolate dream that was Nikki's body in her 20s. I'm so sorry. Y'all, let me tell you something. The mans love me now. But when I had them perfect C cups, I could have got them to do anything. Now I get like the weird dads because I got like these triple H's. It's weird. I'm bringing them down. I can't live like that. Anyway, what was I talking about? I just feel bad because I feel like black women deserve more. Period. Even the black girls I disagree with deserve more. The bar needs to be raised in my community. It's ridiculous. We're free. We're off the plantation. We got to see ourselves higher. My God, today. My God, today. And there are black women who watched how he spoke about her and shed a tear. If you like it, I hate it. Moving on. Moving on. Kata, let me bring Kata back. When she was at the water park, Kata, you have beautiful curls. Thank God. You need to thank the Lord that your hair is not heat damaged. Those curls were, you know what, she probably had tighter curls. You cut the hair off and start from the beginning. I feel like she has beautiful curls, but her mom's white. We know what this is. I hope you get in an environment where you are around black women who help you with your hair. Where's your father's side of the family? I never understand this. Are all the black men deadbeats? Of all the black men who produce biracial children deadbeats? Why don't they never know how to do their hair? What? Yikes. Anyway, I hope that she gets in an environment, and maybe if it's not your daddy's side, maybe Trinity can help. But I hope that she is able to get in an environment where she can really embrace her curls and knows like how to care for her hair. Cause she looks so cute with like the curly hair, but then we got the mullet in the back because the clip-ins were straight. Why not take, is it a sew-in? I thought it was clip-ins. If it's a sew-in, yikes. But girl, you have such cute curls. Let them rock, mama. Let them rock. So now everybody's back. The girls have come back and let the guys know that they were at a water park. Everybody's hanging out, having a good time. Everybody's now getting ready for their hangout. The black girls got new hair. How long was this day? Oh, maybe they did this during their break. When was this filmed? Maybe this was filmed on Saturday. Because I'm just like, for them to switch their hair up like that, they both needed time. Because I don't think that, what's her name? Anaya said that she had on the wig. Her and, what's her name? I forgot the black girl's name. What's going on with me? Her and TT, her and TT said that they had on wigs. So there had to be a downtime where they were able to cut the wigs out and sew something new on. I bet you Trinity did it there, or clip something new on. There had to be some downtime because I don't feel like that's a process that they can do on a working day. So I think they probably filmed this scene on Saturday. But the black girls got new hair. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. I know that's right. They both look really, really cute with the curly hair. Listen, blackbirds are chirping about Anaya's hair. But I'm just like, we don't wear curly hair on vacation? I thought that was the vacation hair. If it wasn't curly hair, it was braids. It was always one or the other. Y'all wear middle part bust downs on vacations in hot climates? Y'all not doing that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So I don't get it. That's why I'm just like, you just do not like her. You just don't like her. And you're finding reasons to hate her, but it's not making any sense because culturally that don't make no sense. You just don't like the girl. And we know why. We know why. Um so then we have this scene where Kata tells Zach what the girl said. Um Zach is nasty. It's something about him that is just like so nasty. And he only shows this side of himself when he's talking about women or talking to women. Why are you always competing with women? It's if not DL, Zach, why DL shaped? It's really weird how he never has this energy for men. Because when she's telling him about how the girls received her letting them know that she's exclusive, here's the thing. She wanted them to be happy about the situationship. Of course, her friends were, real friends are going to be like, girl, what? You banging him. What's going on? You know what I mean? And you've done all of this, but Kata has accepted the bare minimum from this guy, and she expects her friends to be okay with that. And they just weren't, right? But like instead of him like telling her the truth and being like, oh, they really care for you. They were probably just concerned. He's like dragging them. And I'm like, they've had your girls back forever. They're the reason why y'all are still in the villa. You have a nerve to even fix your lips to say anything about them. And then as I'm watching this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, they might be perfect for each other. And Kata may be going home because she didn't have a partner who was talking any sense into her. And I just feel like at this point, Zach knows that he's not winning. So he's just fine with sabotaging. And it's just like, oh, get me to the reunion, Lord. Get me to the reunion. And I also feel like the only reason that Kata was crying is because she knows. She knows that she's accepting the bare minimum. She just wanted her friends to lie to her. And because they didn't lie to her and make her feel good about her terrible situation, which is this relationship, she's just hurt. She's hurt by it, but she knows they're right. She knows that they're right. And she just feels really foolish. That's what those tears are. Then we get the scavenger hunt for TT. This scavenger hunt is for at the end of the scavenger hunt, the prize is KC. But we get this scavenger hunt. I will say, I really did like this. I thought it was very cute how she was like, what's going on? What y'all doing? And the guys are like, well, you got to come here. You got to come here. This is what Love Island is about, right? It's about making the women on the show feel loved and adored and appreciated. And I really, really like this. Listen, Black struggle love, they have their moments. They have their moments where it's just like, oh, but you're constantly reminded this is a generational curse. Anyway, I did think that this was really, really, really cute. I thought it was so cute when she screamed when he asked her to be his girlfriend. Moving on. So that's where the episode ends. Thursday is family day. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think the show is going to show violence, but I am like, I don't know how that's going to work out. I feel like we're not going to get the baby challenge, and I feel like we're not going to get the social media challenge because all we have is Friday and Saturday. So Thursday is also going to be an elimination. I hate that family day is an elimination because you get to see your family, you do all this crying, and then you might be leaving with them from Fiji. How hurt. Anyway, but there's always an elimination on a family day. So I think that I think cause that's why they had you vote for the couples that you want to go into Um, the final four. Who did you guys vote for? Like, who are your final four? Here's the thing. I think the final four could go either way. I'm not sure if Zach and Kata, or I think Zach and Kata may be out. They haven't had good episodes. They have not had, their latest episodes have not been good. So I am not sure if they are going to make it into the end. So I think the final, I think it's definitely going to be Brinity, Karnaya, and Melanie and the Liar. I think the final position, the four, I think the last spot of the final four, I think that is a fight between Kinsey and Dylan and Casey and TT. And the reason why I think it's going to be a fight is because Casey and TT, right before a vote, had a really good episode. Regardless of how I feel about the struggle love relationship, the black struggle love relationship, they had a really good episode. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of this episode, he asked her to be his girlfriend, and then we go to voting. So, but here's the thing. I never trust white people with the vote. So I don't know how the white community is going to come out. They may push Kinsey to a win. You never know you can never call the white vote, right? They will convince you that they're on the right side of history and vote in Trump. So I don't know. So that's why I think it's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be like 1 point and then production. So I think it's a fight between those two couples and who production feels like should be in that final four. I'm leaning more towards Kinsey and Dylan because they're the only white couple on the show. And we have to be honest with you, the audience that was the majority of Love Island at one point were white women. I don't know how them white girls in Montana are going to feel with none of them being in the final four. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. So we will see. We will see. You know, Brat's Pack, they have some voters, the Brat's Pack. So it might be the Brat's Pack. But I just feel like they just haven't had good episodes. So we will see. And I've seen like a lot of Kata supporters dropping her. So I don't know. I do not know. I honestly do feel like the fight is between Kinsey and Dylan and Casey and TT. But we'll see. We will see. That's all my thoughts about this episode. What do you guys think? Let's get into it. Right now, I will go to Mama Star and say, Mama Star, what are your final thoughts? She'll be here on Thursday. I'll start off with my super chat. Hey, Coco. Thank you, sister, for the love. Coco said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Our poor Kata. But it's a canon event. Our baby will be okay. She will be okay. I'm going to start early. Not early, but I'm going to get into the comments. You guys know how I do the comments. I go straight to the top. And then I come all the way down to the end. But thank you so much, Coco, for the super chat. Hey, Sharon. Sharon said, did y'all catch Kata's sad face towards Zach when TT shouts she is now a girlfriend towards the end? Did y'all catch it? I didn't catch it. But I can see how she probably looked. Poor baby. She wants that. And she's not getting it. And so she's settling, hoping that this guy will give it to her. You also have to realize she's young, right? So her thing is she has this British guy who like lives out the country and is probably so enamored by his life and thinks that that he's a catch, so she's probably going to try to make it work. Poor thing. I just realized I did not take out the fish. Damn it. Oh my God. And I didn't season the chicken. Oh, look. Today has been such a crazy day for me. I have not gotten anything that I'm supposed to get together for my life. As soon as I get over here, I got to do that. Sorry. I just literally just thought about it because that's dinner. Not for tonight though, for tomorrow. Poor baby. Poor Kata. Devonda said, we don't care about season 7. We on season 8. Now let's stay on topic. Devonda, who is that for? Me or the audience? Because you don't talk to me like that. So what's going on? Bridget said, fireworks, guys. What is going on? Why are you? Anyway, why StreamYard gets on my nerves. Bridget says Kenzie will be great at Dancing with the Stars. Oh, she absolutely will be. And I think she's going to be on there. Duffel said, Dylan, now that I've successfully slut shamed you, I can see that you feel sad and that makes me feel better. Walk away, Kenzie. But I don't have to tell her that. She will. Chu said, he said she needed to take accountability. Get out of her face. And see, this is why I feel like she just may get votes because women feel bad for her. I don't know. We'll see. But I just did not like how he talked to her. Thank you. Hannah said she did too much, but he is acting. She did him wrong, but he is acting way too much. Yes. Hey, K Charles. K Charles said Kenzie is not staying with Dylan. Absolutely not. When he asked to go to the hideaway as a joke, the face Kenzie gave him, yeah. She is good on him. She's going to keep him around because she likes a good French fry. But that's it. That girl is a man eater. She is a man eater. Kenzie knows that there will be another. I love that for her. The fact that she figured that out so young, gotta respect it. Got to respect it. Hey, Art World. Art World said, I want to see Kenzie on Beyond the Villa, but not Dylan. Oh, Dylan's going to be there. He's doing whatever he can to get on Beyond the Villa. Hey, JK Knight. JK Knight said, Dylan thinks he's giving himself a juicy storyline. It's so transparent. You pick Kenzie knowing what time she's on, so no one cares about this fake concern. Absolutely. G-Moo said, I knew what time Dylan was on the moment he tried to push Carl to get revenge on Anaya. Isn't that something? That's when everybody perked up and was just like, oh, who are you? For me, it was his comments about Anaya, the fake crying, and him taking a photo, and him taking Kenzie's breakfast into the photo booth and having a photo shoot. I said, I know who you are. I know who you are. K. Charles said Dylan thought him crying after movie night would win sympathy. It backfired on him because this is a girl show. Girls low-key think that's cringe and gave Kenzie the man eater edit. Yep. Evangeline said, not Nikki helping this fraud of a man. The reason why I'm helping him is because, honestly, guys, a lot of these Love Islanders come out to LA, and this is not the place. LA is not a good place for young people, especially if you don't have a support system. So although I'm not a fan of his work on this show, I do want him to be okay. I want all of them to be okay when they come out here. Because LA will humble you, and not everybody can survive the LA humbling, especially when you come out here with some great momentum and things don't pan out the way that you desire. So I don't mind helping. I don't mind giving advice. He's not a bad guy. He's just not making the best decisions on this show. I don't think that anybody here is a bad guy. I think the men are extremely red-pilled, and that's unfortunate for them because this show can be profitable for everyone. You just got to know who your audience is. And this audience is women whose pockets are deep. But if you come on here performing for broke red-pilled men, you're not going to do well. That's my concern for KC. TT's going to be fine because he's going to do something, right? And women, regardless of the women that didn't agree with her, are going to get behind her. I don't know if she's going to do as well as Brat's Pack, but I think her come up is going to be after he messes up. you know, but that's why I was speaking about KC, because I was just like, he has a decision to make, and I feel like from what I've seen this episode, I think he's going to make the wrong decision. Good luck, young man. K235 said, I'm so conflicted knowing I really don't want to vote for Kenzie or Kate Exact nor Casey after him talking about she showed me she's worthy of being my girl. Did you also catch when the comment that he made about there being peace in the villa because the girls are at the water park? It just creeps out, doesn't it? It just creeps out. Hey, Justin. Justin says Dylan is too good looking to be that sensitive. Clock it. Clock it. He's so attractive, but it's just like that. The performance he gives is not it. Hey, Toya Star. Toya Star said, hey, Star family, stay in touch with NikkiStar during the NikkiStar family reunion email list. Thank you so much. This is how we can keep in touch when I'm not reviewing shows. When I'm reviewing shows that you don't watch, right? Because oftentimes I make a lot of announcements here on my lives, and if you guys don't watch the show that I'm reviewing, you're probably not going to watch me. You should, but I get it. But this also is a way for me to let you know when I'm doing my meetups, where I'm going to be next, and just to keep up with me. So yeah, please join that so I can send out, my newsletter and things that I'm doing, so we can all keep in touch. K. Charles said Carl is going to eat after this season. He absolutely is. Men fail to realize that women are the audience. If Love Island guys try to sell something, it needs to be directed towards the girls, right? We are the ones who are going to engage and buy. They do not get it, unfortunately. Thank you. Ashley said this is not the Mojo Dojo Casa houseboy. Yeah, it's not. It's not. K235 said forcing me to vote for couples knowing half of them are toxic is diabolical. Guys, I think this is going to be what Love Island is going to be moving forward. Until we get a generation of men that are not red pilled, this is what we're going to have to look for. Carl is a dime a dozen. He is not the norm of this generation of men. So this is it. We're just going to, at this point, Love Island, you're just going to have to only vote for the girls that you like. You cannot think about the man that she's with. You can't. That's just what it's going to be, unfortunately. El Boogie said, is Carl from Denver or just going to school in Denver? He's like the first person I've heard being from Nantucket, possibly. No, I think he said he has PT school, personal training school in Denver. So I think that's what he was talking about. I'm telling you, if these two go into like the athletic, like fitness route, they're going to eat, because there are not many, and I have to be honest with you, in my experience, from what I've seen, there are not many kind fitness couples, right? Like you want to, like, I would love to follow like a fitness page, especially a little cute little fitness couples page. I love that. They're all mean. All the fitness people are mean. They'll eat. Kind fitness people who like don't shame you or make you feel less than or try to give you an eating disorder. There's a need. There's a need for kind, educated fitness people. And those two will eat very well. Hannah said, I don't like Kenzie because of how sneaky she is with the black girls. That's her flaw for me. Jen as well. I don't like how she treats other women. And I think that's why she keeps on getting voted so low. Because Kenzie operates like a man, right? This is another form of a male-centered woman, right? She is very male-centered because her, in order for her to feel special, she has to be desired by every man in the room, even if that man is attached to another woman, especially if the woman is her friend. Weird vibes from her. Weird vibes for her. And I think that's what's going to work against her. Lady K said, looks like Dylan just graduated college and is signed to Wilhelmina Models. Here we go. That's probably how he got on the show. Jen also models for the same agency. Yeah. Like, these people are it. Justin said, I thought that Brinity were getting the hideaway. They already tested the wheels of the whip. Yeah, I think that's why they didn't get the hideaway, because they had sex already. And it seems like they've been having sex. So people are just like, y'all don't need it. Y'all don't need it. Let's just give it to Melanie and Sincere. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground journalists. I got my people. I got my people. WNC said the Big Brother 28 cast is giving fiscally conservative and socially liberal. Like most of their faces say, I don't disagree with Orange. We'll see. I never reviewed this show before. I watched it when it came out years ago. And I just haven't kept up with it. I wish I would have watched the cookout. I wish I would have watched the cookout. Hey, Gail. Gail said, right at this point, I don't care if KC and TT win it. They need the money more than anybody. Brands want people with good character, integrity, and nice. Anaya and Carl will do good. I don't know if KC is yet brand safe. I think TT is being redeemed. I don't know if he's brand safe yet. I think with this couple, we're gonna have to watch how they operate outside of the villa. It's definitely giving Taylor and Clark, and we just have to see. Yasmin said Trinity did break our record, and we're not about to have that fornication going on anymore. Yeah, that was a one and done. That was a one and done. Never again. Never again. Zora said, Sincere didn't put any effort into his appearance going into the hideaway. I don't like how he treats her. None of us do. None of us do. But it's the ball's in Melanie's court. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. Sincere has defeated everybody in that villa, all of Melanie's ancestors, heaven, and the fan base. The power this man has is insane. I think it's in the hair. We gotta cut Samson's hair. He's too powerful. He's too. Don't the gate. Don't. No. No. Please. No. 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 Please. Kimberly said, Sincere put in zero effort on how he looked. He knew she would fold. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Miss Gail said, that's why I want him to win, because those deals will be slow. Oh, okay, I can understand that. But listen, the deals won't be slow if he acts accordingly. That's the thing. Like, winning Love Island is not a win. Hello, Amaya and Brian. Winning the audience is the win. You gotta win the audience. So I think if he's able to do that, because the audience that he is been able to win over, it's not a brand safe audience. It's not an audience that brands want. It's not an audience that brands want. Yeah, they'll sell to anybody, right? But you don't want an online audience that is just so dark and negative, because as a brand, you bring that audience over and you are like under watch, and at any moment they can switch up and just become piranhas and eat your brand up. So they're right now they're not giving brand safe because of that community. So I feel like once him and TT are out of the villa, we see if that fan base sticks with them or if they're able to win over the normal Love Island fan base and see how that goes. Um, because that's the thing, you got to win over the fan base. And I think that they have a fan base that's not normal Love Island viewers, don't really watch the show, only watched the show through clips and are betting on the show. It's just like with Huda, right? Huda came out the villa with like 6 million followers. What is she doing? She's not brand safe. No brand will touch her. She's not brand safe. So you can have all of those followers. You better figure out a way to monetize it. And so that's why I'm just like, you got to watch Casey and TT to see how they maneuver outside of the villa. If those two feed that audience, they're done. They're done. And that's exactly what Huda did. She got out that villa and she fed that audience, and they just became more deranged, more violent, until it got to a point where no brand wanted to touch that girl. It's a year later. She's on TMZ breaking into her man's home and has a restraining order out against her. Where's that fan base? That's another thing. They are not supportive. They are not supportive, and they will not put their money into you. You don't want a fan base like that. They're not supportive, and they are not financially kept. Like they don't give you coins. They give you some kind of notoriety, but it's negative notoriety. You do not want a fan base like that. It's extremely dangerous. And I've seen it with creators who are becoming Casey and TT apologists. Not because I don't think they necessarily believe that, but those views pay, right? So I feel like they are putting out these inflammatory like videos and TikToks about Casey and TT in support of them. And the support only started after Casey's performance in Casa and their performance of them and when they came back from Casa. And so they've been, because it was trending, right? So you go out there and you talk about the topic and you appease that audience, right? But what they are not realizing is that you're bringing that audience to your platform. And now you have to host them. Good luck. Good luck. You give one opinion that they do not agree with, you're cooked. Good luck. You have invited a parasite into your bloodstream. Good luck. Good luck. That's why, remember, some of you met me when I was doing Love and Hip Hop. Baby, when I was reviewing that show, the audience that I started to accumulate, I said, the devil is a liar, ended that show with the quickness. And I was doing really good. I was getting a lot of views on my Love and Hip Hop, but absolutely not. I said, we're not going to have that over here. I don't care how many views I'm getting. I don't care how popular I'm getting reviewing that. I don't want that audience. It became so negative, so violent. It got to the point where I was dreading getting up here to review those shows, where I was dreading like putting up a video because I knew the comments were just going to be like sick. And I was just like, I don't have to do this. I'm going to eat regardless. Like, I don't have to do this. You have to be very careful. That's why I don't do that rage bait. I mean, I never would have. That's not who I am. I'm a blessing to this planet, not a curse. But I would never do anything like that. But the people who do that rage bait content, you're inviting those people into your platform. Good luck. Good luck. L Boogie said, ciao. I've been sitting here in the dark waiting for the live to start. Stupid laptop YouTube doesn't auto refresh. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Persimmon said, if y'all send in Kinsey and she ends up winning, I'm telling you, that white audience, you never know. You never know. Be Yourself said, when I saw him in Mel a few episodes ago, I was like, look at him in Mel. Sincere is too sweet. Imagine me, who has no patience for couples like this, swooning about how cute it. The boy is good. The boy is good. Everything he said to that woman, he meant it. That poor girl. That poor girl. Oh, child. Zora said, moving to LA isn't a requirement to be a successful Porch Villa. Several past islanders live outside LA and will do well. It isn't a requirement. It does maximize your success. You remember, Landria had to stay out in LA for like over a month. And then she went to New York. And then she was able to go home, but she was back. You have to be here to get those immediate opportunities. Brands are not going to chase after you if they can't reach you. Now, if they are able to acquire a team, that's totally different. But you're going to have to be in LA. You're going to have to meet with those agents. You're going to have to meet with those managers. You're going to have to meet with those stylists. Like, Landria didn't go home for like 3 months, guys. It's not a requirement, but if you want to maximize your opportunities, you need to do it. You need to do it. Bridget, F you. Like, who the hell are you talking to? I'm going to tell y'all right now, we can disagree. Watch how you talk to me. I don't play that. I don't play that. I am not projecting anything over Brinity. And we have really got, and I don't play that nonsense parasocial demonic stuff here. I'm not projecting anything on them. I'm telling you what I as a person feel. Now that might be acceptable for you, but it is not acceptable for me. That man sat in conversations where she was spoken about negatively and did not protect her. So that's why I spoke about it. This is my platform and my home, and you are a guest. Act accordingly or get the hell out. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. That is not okay. Be respectful. And you'll do that stuff because you'll hide behind profiles that people cannot see your pictures. And that is a cowardly act. Do better. This is how you present yourself to somebody you do not know. Do better. And I'm going to let you rock because you've been in here and you know how to act. Tighten up. K235 said, I just had to hold my nose and vote for Brinity simply because I want Trinity to win. That's the thing. That's my girl. If her or Anaya touch that money, I'm good. I'm good. At this point, I don't really think either one of them need it, but I support them. I support them. BM said, I love your takes, and I'm so glad for your mom. Thank you. Even though she's missed. Me too. And listen, I could only get Bridget together like that because she's not here. She would not allow it. Oh my gosh. Bridget, were you talking to me? Oh Lord. Were you talking to me or were you talking to somebody else? Oh my God. Bridget, please forgive me. If you were, oh guys, okay, this is the thing. I'm going to start asking. Oh Lord. Bridget, were you talking to me? If you were, my point still stands. If not, I apologize. I just realized that you could have been talking about somebody else in the chat. I am sorry. But also, let's speak to each other with kindness and love. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I also have to, I got a dissenter Philly every day. I'm a work in progress, y'all. I'm a work in progress. I will say, Bridget, if you were talking to me, my point still stands. But if you weren't, I do apologize. Sorry. Zora said, Nikki, I'm uneasy too. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just uneasy. I'm happy lady. I'm happy for that sister. Listen, this is the channel that always supports the girls and the gays, especially the black ones, right? So I'm happy for that young lady. However, I'm uneasy. She's a 22-year-old girl engaging in a relationship with a 30-year-old man who is from a different culture, and from a people that have colonized and enslaved her people. And many of them have no remorse. And many of them come from homes where you can't be the only black person in their friend group. So we have seemed to learn and continue to be reminded of how unsafe that community is for black bodies. So I'm going to be uneasy. History has shown me that I should be as a black person and as a woman. I'm uneasy. All Day Finesse said they're all scamming for that bread until proven otherwise. Guilty until proven innocent. Here's the thing. And y'all know how I feel about reality TV, people who are scamming. I don't care. As long, I just say this from somebody who has worked in reality TV. These people are, production isn't, I won't say all production. A lot of these people do not care about these reality. You guys have to realize reality TV was created during the actors and writing strike, because productions didn't want to pay actors or writers their worth. So reality TV got big because those people, the bigwigs in Hollywood realized, oh, we can get people who want to be famous and treat them any kind of way, and not only not pay them, but what we do have to pay them pennies and treat them poorly. So I'm always just especially in reality TV, I don't mind you scamming. Just as long as you are, a good person, do what you got to do. As long as your scamming ain't hurting nobody, scam the freaking show. They are going to get everything that they can out of you and use your image and your likeness in perpetuity. They're always going to make money off of you, even when you're dead. Scam. I don't care. Just be a good person. That's my thing. Don't be terrible, but scam. I have no problem with that. Chocolate Sooner said rooting for Trinity and Anaya. Me too. Honey said, same Nikki, LOL. I don't do labor. I do cute pet names and gifts, as it should be. As it should be. As it should be. As it should be. Silk says, I'm not sure Carl and Anaya will last the long distance thing, though. I will say they were talking about how, it might be problematic, but you never know. Nick moved right to LA, and I'm always going to use them because it's just a couple that I really, really love. Right to LA, and him and Alandria would do trips and things like that, and do what they needed to do to make it work. I think if you really want to be with the person, you're going to make it work. But here's the thing, Carl. Carl is saying this stuff now. One, Carl really likes Anaya. Two, Carl's going to have to take the opportunities that come from this show. He'd be foolish to put those opportunities to the side for personal training school. Baby, you could always go back to that. Take these opportunities. So I think he's saying that now, but life changes when you get out that villa. Life changes when you get out that villa. So we don't know where he's going, how he's going to think about the situation when he leaves the villa. So we'll see. We will see. But I did see that apprehension. And I was just like, he's saying that for now. We'll see. Anita said, let me just say, I don't always trust a Asian. Oh my God. But a Asian with an Asian mama and two older sisters? Yes, ma'am. It's always the mom passing down the culture. Very true. Very true. So, listen, Carl to me is a green flag. I haven't seen anything yet to make me uneasy. That's the thing, guys. I'm not dragging Brinity. The thing about it is, Bryce has shown me things to make me feel uneasy. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Naive talking about Trinity talking to Kata. Trinity told her what she did not want to hear. You're very right. And then the girls confirmed it. Poor baby. Evangeline said, I learned that according to British culture, that men who say exclusive means situationship. Here's the thing. If he wanted her to be his girlfriend, he would have said it, right? If he wanted to be in a committed relationship with her, he would have said it. The problem is, and men need to learn this, if you do not want to be serious with a woman, do not have sex with a woman that wants to be serious with you. Because unfortunately for women, a lot of women still believe that if a man has sex with you, that means he wants to be with you. Baby, after that man ejaculates, he's back to not liking you. He wants you in that moment. And a lot of women just have to, grow up to realize that if a man wants you, he will let you know by his words and his actions, not his ding-a-ling. So she's young. She got to figure that out. She got to figure that out. Betty said, Black love warriors and blend cells, oh my God, will be harder to beat, especially as more Black celebs and streamers promote. You guys, I got to be honest with you. I don't like calling KC KFC. And Betty, let me take this down because I don't want you to think that I am chastising you, because I'm not. I thank you for how you have always supported me, and I do not think that you are coming from a negative place. I just couldn't read that and not be honest. I don't. So please, let's not call KC KFC. I just don't. It don't sit right with my spirit. I'm not proud of that boy and what he has done. And I'm not doing this because he's a Black man. I'm doing it because as a Black person, I don't like. I don't like it. So let's call him KC, but let's not call him KFC. I'm bringing Betty's comment back up, and Betty, I say this with love, so I don't want you to feel offended or anything like that. I thank you and care for you and your comments and your support. And I only say this because you have been here with me for a very long time, and you have always been highly respectful and kind and shown grace. So I feel like I can say that to you and you can understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, TT, so casual viewers vote KC. Voting core for the easiest way to get Brenda C. And Kanaya to the top 2 finish. Very, 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 very true. Somebody said Casey Samuels. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Hannah said the way Kata is dragging her best friend forever to Kenzie, how is she becoming so close to Kenzie? Here's the thing. Kenzie, in the confines of womanhood, has a sinister spirit, right? To the point where everybody knows who she is. So when they don't like another woman, they know she's the girl to go to. Yikes. Zora said, Zach probably is planning to end things soon as they leave the villa. Hopefully Kata has support because she is gone. Well, she said her mom would like him. I'm interested to see her mama. I wonder what she gonna say. I hope Melanie's mother proves her wrong. And her mom was like, girl, I was not gonna be okay with that. What are you talking about? I'm really also interested in meeting Trinity's mama, if she's there. And I don't think we're gonna see Anaya's dad because I just saw all woman. But you know what? Maybe those Black women aren't for her. Because you know what? That could be Melanie's family. Have you seen the Afro-Latino family? My God, today. Talk about diversity and like an immediate bloodline. They're everything. They are literally the United Nations. My God, today. Ashley said they couldn't even smile and nod for real at Kata announcement because they were just like, you're already in that with Zach in the villa. And her poor feelings were so hurt. Her poor feelings were so hurt. Listen, that concerns me. because I know Caucasians who have had like sun cancer. Like it's real serious over there for them. It's real serious. So I'm just like, is it called skin cancer? My God, I said sun cancer. Skin cancer. Like that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So I'm just like, girl, is anybody in the villa? Are they seeing this? Help the baby. Help the baby. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I stay off that side of the internet. I saw none of those TT edits. I miss Love Island before men got here. Because as soon as straight men, as soon as the straight guys got here, and not the straight guys that like watch the shows with their wives and don't hop on the internet and harass women, the ones who are just rage baiters, I miss that because before they got here, we would have never seen anything like that. We have never seen anything like that. I think season 7 really changed the game with how awful this fan base is. And I feel like now we're going to get fan bases competing to be the most awful out of every season. I feel like. Because I was like, I disagree with how TT acted, but that's what we're not going to do. And I'm thankful that I was on the side of the internet where all the black women were just like, no, we're not going to do that. That's not what we're going to do. I will never be with a man that calls me bro. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. And I don't think it's endearing. Bro, B-I-T-C-H, my dog. What's another thing they call my rib? Ew. I ain't come from you. No, we're not doing that. It's all sweet and beautiful things for me, and don't masculinize me in the relationship. No, we're not. I'm the sun, moon, and stars. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, like stuff like that. The bro, yeah, that's not for me. It's not for me. Neglectic said, I wish she didn't come in with such a chip on her shoulder because she could have been rootable. I wasn't moved. I'm sorry. Good for her, though. That's the thing. How she introduced herself to the villa wasn't good. In Casa, I liked her. How she came into that villa, because that was also very shocking to me. I've never seen Casa girls fight with the villa girls over a guy. I've always seen Casa girls let their men get their lashings. And after that man got cussed out, the villa girls will go and be like, hey, girl, we mad at him, not you. That's what I was used to. The Casa girls came in fighting for the men, except Jaden. Except Jaden. They came in fighting for the men that they knew for 72 hours. I said, that's weird. What's happening here? What's happening with my show? My God, today. My God, today. Janelle said, is TT from the islands? I don't know. I do not know. Zora said, I'm starting to kind of like TT. And am I alone? I liked her in Casa. I just did not like how she introduced herself to the villa. But she's growing on me to the point where now I'm just like, I want better for her. and I feel like I had to drop my opinions of her after people started photoshopping her body. And then I was just like, okay, well, let me let this go. But she was enjoyable this episode. Storm is my number one, said, then him and Zach bonding over the peace now that the girls are not there. They always drop that mask. I was like, oh, there it is. Like, what was that? I was like, does that include the girls they're in a couple with? Like, for some reason, that's how it's this weird thing that men do. And I don't think this is a generational thing. All men do it. We're just like, oh, the ball and chain is gone. Now I can have peace. And it reminds me of those pictures that men take with their families, and especially if men have daughters. They have like the guy takes a picture with like a shotgun, and the wife and the daughters have like tape around their mouths, and they're like they look like hostages, and he holds up a sign. It's all I want for Christmas is peace. Other communities got struggle love too. That's something that I constantly see in the white community. And the white woman be eating that up. And I'm like, what are we talking about? How did y'all all take that picture, think that it was good, and share it with the world? That's what that reminded me of. Very scary. Those guys bond with each other like that. Like how they bond with each other is how much they hate their wives, how much they hate the women they're in relationships with. And this is something I learned when I worked in corporate America. The men in corporate America hate their families. Oh my God. Those men hate their wives and children. They never wanted to go home. That's why they worked everybody to the core. When COVID happened, they hated that they had to be home. They hated that they had to be around their children. I was just like, oh, this is not all it's cracked up to be, child. I remember my boss would try to find stuff to do to keep us all there. When we finally got out, he'd be like, no, I got to do some extra stuff. I'm like, you don't want to go home to your family? What is going on? And then they would have, they had a holiday parties where your partner can't come. That's for the husbands. They don't want the wives there. Them men hate y'all. That's what I'm saying. Only lover boys for me. Only lover boys for me. My God. I don't think that's funny. And y'all need to listen to what they are saying. If the only way they talk about you is as a laborer, he don't like you. He don't see you as human. He don't see you as an equal. If he's making those jokes, and it's supposed to be jokes, but it's always something tearing you down, girl, he means that. He means that. If he's calling you big dog, that's my BITC. Girl, he gonna treat you like what he's calling you. Words have power. Words have power. TT worthy of being his girlfriend. Come on, Nuke. I said, worthy. What are we talking about? She just met you. What are we talking? Worthy? And that's that nut job stuff they be listening to from them podcasts. A woman has to earn your love. Huh? A woman has to be worthy to be with you because you're the man. Child. Not worthy. So to be honest, I don't think she ever had a man be this kind to her before. So she thinks she's won the jackpot. She's young, and she said this is also her first boyfriend. When she said that, I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. It made a lot of sense to me. Just like with Kata, this is a canon event for TT. Unfortunately, it's happening for her in front of the world. I want to say it, Chrissy. Chrissy said, girlfriend proposal after a week, and I'm not supposed to think it's a scam. He even said, I haven't known you for that long. Jennifer said, the joy Zach felt waking up without the women. The sky is so blue. Maybe you should be single, dude. I was just like, you're still going. You're still going. Wow. Wow. Art World said, I still don't know what he has in common with TT besides kissing and being from Cali. He likes her the same way Sincere likes Melanie. She's going to stay. And she's going to labor. That's it. Those kind of guys like that. That's it. That's it. Thank you. I still got it, but I got it for like dads. I'm tired. I just hate that. I hate like my church years. I feel like it did save me from a lot of nonsense, but I hate those church years, man. And I was like really in the gym. I was like really on like just fitness and health. I was going to be a personal trainer and everything. Guys, it was a movie. That body was a movie. And no man saw it. Mm, 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 mm. Now they get the fupa. I think I'm gonna get it together. I think I'm gonna get it together, but I gotta really like that dude. I gotta really, really like that dude. You know, when I realize they'll accept anything, I don't got to be in the gym like that. I'm still getting the same dudes. I love being a woman. I love being a woman. Thank you. KT35 said none of those men deserve that anyway. You know what? Period. The Lord of my ancestors protected me, but girl, sickening. Honey said, I feel it, Nikki. When my body was at its sickest, I was about to. But there's still time. There's still time. Real love. Said Casey is red pill. He followed Kitten Hills on his social media repost. That's why Casey is talking to TT. Talking about TT is worthy of him. I hate what has happened to this generation, because if you have been here for a very long time, I was so pro Gen Z. Like, I just knew the children were the future. I can't believe they're here. I'm so like, as a millennial, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm like, you guys had a head start. You had a great setup. What happened? I would have never thought that they would have voted for that man. I would have never thought they would be talking like this. I am so hurt. Baba said, girl, I was body T2 whole time. I thought it was, yes. I want the body that I had when I thought that I was fat. Because if you're a millennial, you know, we had to grow up in the heroin chic times. It was hard, child. It was hard. My friends were all so much smaller. Meanwhile, I was like a 6. Back when I was a 6, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I was going to freaking Bible study. I should have been at the club. I should have been getting put through the mattress. What am I doing? What am I doing? I should have been Kenzie. But it's all right. It's all right. Zora said, Casey is low self-esteem. That's why he frames his relationship with TT in a way where he's the picker and the validator. Being equal with TT isn't an option because he fears he'll be rejected. Yes, I think that also is just his age. Men are followers, natural born followers. The ugliest woman can get a man to kill. Have you watched Snap? The most hideous woman on this planet. A woman that looks like she's stuck onto the earth can get a man to kill anybody. They're just so easy. It's just like, no shade. I love y'all. I'm attracted to y'all. I love y'all down. But it's just very easy. It's very, very easy. And especially when they're young. Come on. It's very, very easy. He's still trying to he's still doing fireworks, y'all. He's still trying to find himself. So, you know, you let it slide. I just hope that he has a healthy male community. Because it's, he could, I just feel like, I'm thinking about Ace and all the momentum that he had. They were just like, oh, Ace went in with 1 million followers. And he's still at that, guys. This show is supposed to catapult you to A-list status with the amount of reach it has. And this is such a great opportunity, but I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, he got a lot of growing up to do. So we'll see. Of course, he said a lot of black men marry white men. Okay. Happy Pride. And all of a sudden they don't see color and teach us to their children. I know you meant women. Yeah. Because they're marrying up. Men marry up. Men date up, ladies. Don't let anybody, any man, any woman, anybody in society make you think that you being with a man is an upgrade. The woman always upgrades the man. That's a secret they don't like to tell you. They always marry up. And when they feel like they got all they can get out of you, they're going to upgrade. They're going to upgrade. Talk to the starter wives. Talk to the starter wives. Yeah, so men like that feel like they're marrying up. So they are submissive in the relationships. They don't want you to believe that, but they're submissive in those relationships. So that's why the mother is always the culture, because the woman is always leading. The woman is always leading. Men only lead because women let them. With women are the neck, right? We're the wisdom, we're the vision, you know. But too many of us have believed that we can't do it unless a man is in charge. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. Wake up, sisters. Wake up. And you know what, men? You should want a world where women lead. Because we actually like y'all. We will not treat you how you treat us. You will actually be a much better world for everyone, including you. Earth is a matriarch. Get in line. Get in line. Storm is my number one set. I saw a yearbook picture of Kata when her hair was healthier. She looks better with curly hair. She absolutely does. She absolutely does. He did not say that, Dania. You're right. I'm sorry, KT35. I want to help the baby. KT35 said, it's not Black women's job to teach the girls of non-Black moms how to take care of their hair, tell their dads to step up, and pass on a Black culture they say they love. That's why I was just like, where are the Black women in her family? I only have, oh my God, my family. This is why I have the views I have. Black American and proud. Both sides of my bloodline, everybody Black. I got one biracial cousin by marriage. Her hair never looks a mess because the Black women in my family don't play that. Her mom's white. She says Italian girl, and she drops her off to my aunt's home, and she gets her hair done every week. That baby, the hair will never be out of place. We don't play that. She gets the barrettes, she gets the baby hairs, even though the baby hairs don't last because, the texture's a little different. Where are the women? Where are the Haitian women in her family? What is going on? Unique said a lot of them don't be deadbeats. Some just don't hang around the community, hence the lack of proper hair care and love. By the way, Kate, she has clip-ins. You couldn't have took them out while you went to the water park? I would hate to be wearing clip-ins at a water park. Girl. Oh my God, y'all are cussing me out about, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I apologize for asking Black women to do labor. I'm sorry. Hannah said, I don't use Black girls being forced to teach Miss girls how to do their hair. It's a responsibility of the Black father. And you are absolutely right. And everybody who's cussing me out, you are right. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Lord. Dania said that Anaya wears a half wig, but her hair, I think that hair was sewn on. A lot of girls are sewing on the wigs, which I think is smart for a show like that. Yeah, me too. Sweeta said, Black woman making fun of Anaya over her hair makes me so mad and disappointed. Me too. Kay Charles said, Kata threw away her top 4 spot on this episode. I feel like she did too. I fear she's openly talking bad about the winners of the season, whilst Casey and TT are getting a good edit. I fear she threw it away. Same. When the episode ended, I said, ooh, Casey and TT got a shot. Hey, Unique. Unique said points for Casey and the guys on the scavenger hunt for TT. It was very cute. I got to be honest. I loved it. I thought it was so cute. I think what I liked the most was just seeing how much TT just loved it and how the men were just, just walking her around and just, she's like, oh, what is going on? I just thought it was cute because that's how it should be. That's how it should be. It's Nas B said, I noted that when TT got to Zach's part of the scavenger hunt, she said, you definitely don't talk to me. I did not hear that. OMG. Emelina said the final positions is a toss-up between Zach, Kata, Casey, and TT. You think so? So you think Kenzie is out? Oh, Lord. Unique said, I voted for Brinity, Karnaya, Mela, and Sincere, Casey, and TT. Okay. So, yeah, we might not get the brats back in the finale. Kata is going to fall out. If it's Kata or Kenzie gone, it's not going to be good. Storm's Mama number 1 said, Core 4, Casey's a threat. I need him gone, being strategic. Okay. Betty said, if y'all want easier path to Brittany and Karnaya finishing in the top 2 finals, you got to vote Core 4. KFC Defenders and Kenzie vote will be harder to beat, especially if she gets revenge votes for Casey Samuels. Oh, Lord. Brown Girl said, I think Casey and TT are locked in for the top 4. We never know. We never know. Mama said, where is Mama Star? Need her here. Mama Star is in her acting bag right now. Trust, if she was here, certain things that happened this life wouldn't happen. Lord, we need her. Dahlia said, Karnaya is going to struggle for votes because the same people who love them also love the rest of the Core 4. Casey and TT won't have the split votes. That'll be an issue. Oh, you guys are thinking ahead. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Christina, I've been calling you Coco. It's Kaka. Why have you never corrected me? Thank you, Kathleen. Why have you never corrected me? Oh, Lord. Unique Hunter said no, because look at how everyone else was looking at them when they, I missed something. Ciao. SEO Shogun said, interesting. I think Zach has both feet out and is gaming for TV. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Me too. JK9 said, I love the way Kenzie moves with men. I just wish she had a bit more woman solidarity. Same. K. Charles said, just because he isn't having sex or involved with anyone doesn't make it better. He literally doesn't want to commit to you because he doesn't see the worth in you being you. Are we talking about Sincere? Dahlia said, Casey's been testing TT since Casa Amor. I'm honestly surprised TT hasn't deaded that yet. I don't even think he realizes that he does it. I think this is how he's dealt with women. I don't think he has a lot of experience with women. I think that these people are really young, y'all. I don't like this. TT saying this is our first boyfriend. They're gonna have some time. So I think they're all just figured out. Hey, Justin says, so this season of Love Island needs to be renamed to Barbie Show. It's all about the girlies this season, period. Hey, Nikki said, Nikki tried Juice and Toya or Mr. London and his wife. I can't think of her name, but she's a beautiful sweetheart. For the fitness couples, if that's it, thank you. Dahlia said, Kenzie also has a black guy fetish. She's in Atlanta. Or Coastal. She's in Kennesaw, Georgia. Slave trade was vicious there. Those people haven't died out. They've always loved black bodies. They just hated black freedom. She wasn't even hiding it with Corbin. She got a side eye from me weeks ago. I don't see it for Little Miss Kennesaw, period. Heather said, Charlie came to Zach defense on Threads. I'm not surprised. That's his brother. I'm not surprised. All Day Finesse said, the cookout is what got me into watching Big Brother in the first place. Also, the fact that they have live feeds. Now, I'm telling y'all that right now. Love Island's taking a lot out of me. I don't think I'm watching them live feeds, y'all. I don't think I'm watching them live feeds. Justin said, oh, Nikki, to be a part of the cookout era was a Big Brother. Big Brother was a time. That season was like season 7 of Love Island. That was the only Big Brother season. I'm like, damn, my man, I missed it. Janelle said Trinity has all the sense when it comes to everyone else, but she has rose-colored glasses with her and Bryce. What isn't that true for all of us? Isn't that true for all of us? Baba said, someone else said, conception's date is X. Baby will be. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We got to get to praying. Cloud is okay. Said, hey, Nikki, Mama Star and fam. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for being here, Cloud. Dolly said, I know we're talking about KC being a problem, but I honestly think it's Zach we have to worry about. The man is a ticking time bomb. He's a real red pillar. I think all the guys, except for Carl and Bryce, have been an issue. And I saw somebody's TikTok and they said the reason why we haven't been able to get out Zach is because every time it's time for us to get us out, a new man decides to be evil. And that's so true. We were all focused on Zach and there comes KC and Casa. Like, what are you doing? Zach would have been out. He would have been out. And Kata could have recoupled with somebody. But here comes KC. Hey, Toya. Toya says, hey, Star fam, stay in touch. Please sign the email reunion list. Royalty Caesar said, Kenzie is one of the couples leaving for sure. Wouldn't be surprised if Kata and Zach do as well. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Simone said, you're absolutely right, Nikki. People who've never talked about reality TV jumped onto Love Island to cash out the views and rage posts and being anti-Atlanta. And that's the thing. When those people, when they're done making money from this, they will not be supporting KC and TT. Because what's going to happen is they're all going to switch up. For those of us who have been watching Love Island for a very long time, we've been here before. They're going to watch and see who becomes very popular and very trendy to talk about. And then all of a sudden, I changed my mind about this couple. I'm on the Carnaya train. I'm loving Trinity and Bryce. They always switch up. Because it's about money for them. Any opinion that will pay them, they will give you that. That's all that is. Unfortunately, they're inviting a very terrible fan base into their home. Have fun. Have fun. Hey, E for Empathy. E for Empathy said, hey, Star fam, thank you for always supporting Nikki. Remember to hit the like button. Let's help her grow, Star fam. Yes. I'm just like, oh my God, for the new people who are here, I'm so sorry. Look at me. Look at me. I am changing. I have some residue from Philadelphia. I'm doing better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Justin said, Alandria's transition from the island to the real world needs to be studied at every college and HBCU. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. God. Have we confirmed if she was talking to me? Oh, Lord. Janelle said, yo, I'm sorry, I want Melanie to win. What? No! We cannot give Sincere that power. He's already going to be in the Final Four. We could not, guys, he's going to be president. I hope y'all ready for Sincere to be president. He is too powerful. We got to stop him now. That man is going to be president. Oh my God. He's too powerful. I don't know what it's going to take. I feel like it's in the hair. I feel like it's in the that hair. He's too powerful, y'all. We can't let him win, Janelle. He cannot win. I hope, Bridget, please, if you were talking to somebody else, I'm sorry. Even still, let's be nice to each other. Let's not, check each other. We have difference of opinion here, and that's okay. We just say it in a soft way. Oh, I've been looking for her comments ever since just to see, just to confirm. Oh, Jolly said that Philly came. Oh, and now I'm sorry. I'm better now. I'm sincere. I've learned from my mistakes. This is why Mama Star got to be here. That would have never happened. But you said Nikki forgot to take the fish down. I'm doing better. I love that city, but not everything is a rumble. And look at me, I'm learning every day. You got to apply it every day. Every day. Oh, Lord. Every day. Hey, Ashley. Ashley said, I'm uneasy of these black dudes just as well as this feel worse because it's your own people. Go where it works. True. Zora said, I drove in Philly last week. I honked once and got 3 middle fingers. I was going to go back and forth with someone at a red light, but backed off after seeing the fire and we're kind. We're not nice. And we have to do better, Philadelphia. We have to do better. That was too easy for me, but I'm decentering Philly every day. Baba said, both my boys are half white, and I wish I chose better. I'm grateful for my older one's grandparents have taken care of him. Well, but his dad, not racist, but not a good man at all. Listen, hindsight is 2020, and that's okay, right? Your kids got you. And what a blessing that is. So it's okay, sister. It is absolutely okay. The kids, your children still won. They got you. Love you, Baba. Devonda said, I already blocked some people. No need to go. Thank you. Thank you, Devonda. JK said, Nikki, your concerns are valid. If it were any other season, Trinity would be a side eye, but unfortunately, Bryce is one of the least awful guys this season. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm just always going to be like that, guys, especially with very young black women. I'm just going to be like that. Same. All Day Finesse said, I ain't mad at it. Scam on. What Carisha say? Speaking of Carisha, I'm working on something. I'm finalizing it. I pray that I can present it to you guys tomorrow. Look out for my page. When I put it up, please support. Come out to the live. I think I might make the live members only just because I'm doing an interview and I want my guests to feel safe. And I don't know, it's talking about a polarizing topic. So I know the Star family will be respectful. Even Bridget, if she's still here. But I think I want to make that conversation subscribers only. But Carisha's song, Where Am I Scamming? I am maybe speaking to people who are responsible for the song. And we are going to be talking about how that song has, in a sense, divided the Black community. We may have a special guest. We may have 2 special guests. We'll see. People got schedules. I'm trying to work with these people. So we will see. But when I put it up, I need y'all to support. I need y'all to show up. And I need y'all to get your questions ready. Look out for my page, especially on tomorrow. I might put it up tonight. I'm waiting to hear back from some people. So we'll see. We will see. But since I saw that, I just wanted to let you guys know about that something is coming. Whew, Lord. JL said, I truly love Carl and Anaya. I even had a dream about their married life. I am worried about the long distance too. I think if they want it, it'll work. It'll work. SEO Shogun said, the reason Carl said that is because his last relationship broke up over distance, according to his ex, who says he was a great guy. I don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll see. Dahlia said, pair bonding is real, which is why it's really dangerous for Love Island to push for coupling so early in a competition. I agree. They Call Me Flora said, I didn't see this much scamming in last season as in this season. Zach Bryce, Dylan Kinsey, I'm seeing a bit more from Kata, or she is extremely gullible. Melanie and her dude. I'm telling you, out of the villa is going to be the test. The longer I stay here, the bigger my hair gets. And I kind of love it. But that is going to be the test to see what really happens with these couples. And some Love Island couples, guys, go the distance. So we'll see. Donna said, if KC and TT don't make it to the finals, I'm going to be pissed because they deserve it. I will say, out of what we've seen, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be mad at the final four. I think for me, as long as I got my two, I'm good. I don't know if they necessarily deserve it, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. L Boogie said, I'm telling y'all, Kata's mom has a soul haircut and hoops and gold rings on every finger. But that man is Haitian. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's very Black American, black man coded look. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, thank you. Simone said the woman hugging Anaya and her mom are Anaya or her mom and her sister. Oh, I love that. The dad ain't there. That's what he was waiting for. He's waiting for that papa. Betty said this is why KC and TT cannot win. His fans had KC as the officer on George Floyd's neck with Anaya as George Floyd. We will never get our show back from the despicable misogynists like that if they win. I agree. That's why them going this far could be a problem, but only time will tell. Because listen, the Huda fan base, they haven't come back to the show. I was really expecting to fight the Hitler Youth. I didn't know I was going to be fighting my own people. I don't know who we're going to be fighting next year. Jennifer said, just be single if you're more at peace without women. I absolutely agree, but they won't. Because listen, even the men that don't like women know how valuable we are. It's just a colonizer mentality. Colonizers know how valuable the people they colonized are. They know they could never have the life that they lived had they not colonized these people. And it's the same thing with men and women. Men know exactly who we are. They have to make sure we don't remember. That's all that is. SEO said, I think it's just one of the dangers of going on reality TV. If there's anything in your past, it's going to come up to light because you know that when you sign up, you have to take the good and the bad. I also think a lot of these young people do not realize that everything that they've done on the internet is their resume. And a lot of them have grown up on the resume, have grown up on the internet. Some of them have had like TikToks and Instagrams since they were like 13. They've done some dumb stuff. And it will be held against them. Me too. Unique said, I like TT after she put down her walls and started talking to the girls. Me too. I like TT in the scenes with women. The scenes with TT and KC, I would like their scenes better if he was on mute. Every time he speaks about her or to her, I'm like, this can't be what the Black community is rooting for. This can't be what y'all think is a representation of us. If you do, please get help. Laylo said, I work with all men, and the way they speak of their wives and never want to go home is concerning. Yep. K. Charles said, when I worked at corporate and finance, those men loved a happy hour. Straight from work to the bar until 10 p.m. Meanwhile, wifey at home taking care of the house. Yep. Baba said, that's many of the male attorneys I work with. They come in the office, even though everyone else was at home working. Yep. Donnie said, Casey thought Anaya was going to be single and begged him to come back. Oh, I still think that he had Anaya in the picture. I still think that was his end game. I still think that he knew that he could win with her. Carl messed up everybody's game. Because everybody knew that if Casey and Anaya were not together, they were not winning. Carl came back. America did that vote. And everybody was just like, oh, Anaya's still in the top. How the hell? No weapon Oh my God, I forgot to show y'all this. Do I have it? I forgot to show y'all this, but I went to Anaya's I think it's her Instagram. Guess what's the scripture in her bio? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I love that baby down. She knows who she is. I love that baby down. Dolly said Gen Z is a direct result of Gen X and millennials. We pumped all of our fear and anger into them. Honestly, they're doing all. Oh yeah, some millennials have Gen Zers. We owe them a huge apology. Oh God, to the people, because if you're a millennial, you got a Gen Z, you are a teen parent. Oh, oh, they didn't have a chance. Hey, Justin. Justin said when Whitney said, "I believe the children are the future," I didn't think she meant the millennials need to work overtime. Oh, I was so proud of them babies. I was always hyping them up. And then that election, and I said, what the hell is going on? Hey, Donna. Donna said Kenzie is definitely out of here, but I can see production cheating again like they already did to keep Kenzie in because they want a white couple. That's the only thing that will be working for her, is that it's a white couple. But we'll see. We'll see. Justin said, I'm happy for Anaya, but bored with Carl. But like Trinity, if she likes it, I love it. Yeah, here's the thing. They haven't been there for a long time. That's why to me it was also weird that Casey and TT became boyfriend and girlfriend, because I'm just like, y'all had less time than ever. I don't think that Casa couple should. I don't think that people who coupled up with Casa people should go to the hideaway. I am not expecting anybody who coupled up with somebody from Casa to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I just feel like that's just, or closed off or anything. I feel like that's just too soon. Y'all don't have enough time. That would make sense to me, but if she likes it, I hate it. But we'll see. Girls, Layla said, girl, you are teaching me how to remind people how to treat me with respect every day. Sometimes we need to reel it in, Layla. I have to realize, but I have to be honest with you. That's what I talk about this all the time. Where I grew up, coming out here to LA, I realized, oh, not everything is a battle. Oh. Are we just going to talk? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? I'm constantly reminded of that every day. But one thing about me, I always say this, talk to me nice. That is like a huge offense for me. Do not talk to me crazy. I'm working on that though, but it's just like, I immediately, switch up. I always say it's fine to disagree with me. Remember whose house you're in. That's it. And there are people right now who are disagreeing with me in the chat. They're still here. And I bring up their comments because it's a respectful comment. It's just a disagreeing opinion, but it's still respectful. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind, and they're not trying to change mine. And that's okay. DGF said, Zach has fooled Kaida into thinking that he is the prize child. He's manipulated her into thinking thinking that she's no big deal. Yep. And she is the only reason why he's there. I hope her family lets her know the only reason why that boy is in the house, is in the villa, is because of you. And she doesn't think that. She thinks she's there because of him. Personally, I think that she's very 90s supermodels coded. Oh, the girl's face is crazy. That face card is crazy. Justin said people hating Carisha's song is keeping it on the charts. Yes. But it's also like the people that are clenching their pearls, I'm just like, when has there not been raunchy songs that we've all listened to? Like, I feel like sometimes we're doing the most. But I can understand people's opinions, but it's still just like, okay. Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang. Like, yeah. I remember them songs. I'm 50 Gold said, I don't think Clam Slam is making it to the final for her people not checking for her like that. I will say the white girls are not checking for Kenzie. But you never know. I don't know how white people vote. I can't trust it. I can't trust it. So that's why I'm always going to have like Kenzie in there no matter what, because you just never know. You never know. You never know. Rosie said people about to jinx everything. The same one saying KC and TT weren't going to survive post Casa are the reason they're still here. Well, Rosie, only time will tell, and we'll see who's right. Justin said I had the same merry dream, but about Zach. Okay. Justin, please. Dahlia said KC and TT won't win, but I think they should be in the final four. After this episode, I mean, it would make sense. I'm being honest here. It would make sense. Kenzie and Dylan were beefing. He asked her to be his girlfriend. They had these really sweet moments. Hey, Cindy. Cindy said, did you notice how Zach asked KC if he was sure he wanted to ask TT if she wanted to be his girlfriend? Zach is just very weird. It's very, very weird. His mama got to talk to him. There's something with him with women. It's like you don't like them, Zach. It's very weird. Very weird. KT35 said also, TT saying I love KC this early is actually scary to me. I let that slide because I hope that she's gaming. I hope TT is gaming. Like, girl, please don't. Not KC. I feel like she's gaming because I feel like TT is going to get out that villa and check them DMs. She not going to Fresno. She not going to Fresno. Yes. I'm 50 said TT not moving to NorCal to be with KC. Be for real. Yeah, she not moving to Fresno. She gonna check them DMs. TT gonna be the sidelines. Okay. Rooting for her bae. Like, I just don't think. I don't think. K235 said, facts, Nikki. That's one of the things you learn once you move out of Philly or anywhere in the Northeast. Everything is not a battle. Everyone is trying to fight you. My first few years in LA, thank the Lord, I was not on the internet. Girl. I was just like, oh, so I don't got to do all that. Okay. KT35 said it'd be so hard to make that mindset shift. It is. It really, really is. You just got to work on it daily. You just got to work on it daily. Oh, El Boogie said, Nikki, that bracelet is a prayer necklace. Buddhist monks use it in prayer and meditation. It's a serious gesture, not a cute toy or an accessory. Distance will not be a problem. Justin said, I'm putting this as my bio. Disagree with me, but remember whose house you're in. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You see, me and Rosie don't agree. We're good. Cloud is okay said Zach's manipulation and chipping away at Kata's self-trust and confidence has been such a hard watch. It really, really has. I really want to see, like, the reunion is the biggest thing for me because I need to know where these women are at after getting all the information that we have. I really need to see where they're at. Baby said the song isn't even raunchy. It's about scammers. Hello. Look who's in the White House. Are we mad at that? Like, come on. And no shade. I'm looking for the boosters. Say whatever you want. That part of Philly will always be me. Where are the boosters? Detergent is too damn high. Where, especially since I don't shop at Target no more. I need a booster. I need a Target booster. What's up? Sunshine said, hi, Star fam. Miss Shaw, sending you so much love, Nikki and Mama Star. Thank you, Sunshine. Miss you too. Thank you for being here. Come on. Justin said, I version the spin that was Kaya's my neck, my back. Oh, your ladies popped up. And now millennials clenching their pearls. Y'all was the same ones at recess singing eeny weeny little short man. Y'all remember that? Don't play them games. Now you're an adult with kids and you clenching your pearl. Girl, go ahead on. I finally did. Kaka? You haven't never, but this is Coca. Oh, it's still Kaka. Kaka. Why have you never corrected me? Why have you never corrected me? And we like talk. 50 Gold said, people who hate Carisha's song clearly haven't been listening to the hello. The way I used to sing all of the songs that my grandma would play, only to get older and be like, oh, what are they talking about? They were just more clever. K. Charles said, left in my TT jumping out of her sleep, let me know homegirls live their life for real, waking up like a black mama. Yes. KT35 said, I hope TT is just gaming too and not really falling for it. The fact that she's been on 3 internet love shows make me think she's probably just noseball. Yeah, hopefully. I feel like even if she is locked in with Casey, I feel like she's going to check them DMs and see it's a whole new world. TT's not going to first now. She's going to take the opportunities that come. And good for her. Rosie said he wants America to see him as genuine, but we all know the reason he isn't boyfriend or girlfriend with Kate is because he don't like her like that. It's an easy way for him to dump her. And Kata doesn't know that yet. Kata doesn't know that yet. L Boogie said, Nikki, the 108 beads represent the 108 scripts or something, I can't remember, that the monks chant during prayer meditation. Let me stop because I'm thinking about their kids. Let me back out. They call me Flores said the only couple I was truly okay with voting for was Karnaya. Trinity and Bryce are still a question for me. I love Trinity, but Bryce is icky. I love my Haitian queen, but Zach is dragging her down. Here's the thing. At this point, you just got to vote for the girls you like. Carl is the best guy. So I feel like a vote for Karnaya is just a really, really good vote. But at this point, you just got to vote for the girls that you... Coca. Oh, I was still saying it wrong. Coca. Okay. Coca. Okay. Coca. Oh, Lord. Thank you, guys. But here's the thing. I be butchering the names. Nobody corrects me until like they come up on here and they tell me like the correct name. I'm like, I've been saying your name wrong for like 7 years. You didn't say anything. K. Charles said, Kata, you were in a situationship, and the fact that you're more upset with the girls rather than the man who has you in foolish just shows me you're lost and male-centered. She also just doesn't want her gut to be right. And that's just it. Chocolate Sooner said, I never do anything but the radio edit. They only sold the clean versions on albums where I live. Let me tell you something. It's not mystical. Ludacris. I remember when I first heard the unedited version, I was like, oh, it got worse because the radio version was still very vulgar to me. The unedited version, my God, today. And then remember when all the women did a remix? First of all, I had never heard like any of Trina's songs off the radio. So to hear Trina talking like that, I was like, what, Trina? I was clenching my pearls. I never heard like Trina talk like that because I was only listening to like the radio edits. I knew then I was not an unedited version kind of girl. Like, I was also, I was a church kid. So that stuff was like, oh, I couldn't really take it now. Now, the music I listen to, girl, I am a mess. Dahlia said, I remember singing Laffy Taffy and Pony, yep, as a kid. Full voice, had no clue what any of the metaphors meant. Child, I have no room to talk at all. At all. Laylo said, I hope Kata wakes up after seeing the way Zach moves. If he goes unchecked, I can see him pulling a Kenny and stay with her because of her clout. He does not like a respect woman. Yep. It's just sad. And it's really Zach. I feel like I've disagreed with a lot of the guys, but Zach to me is the most sinister guy there. Justin said, name a movie that represents each of the castmates. I'll start. Kata, he's just not that into you. Anaya, Disney Cinderella. That's what I see. That's Disney's Cinderella. Brinity would be something new. Something new. Kinsey, I would have to go more with the TV show, Snapped. TT and Trinity, any Tyler Perry movie. Diary of a Mad Black Woman, child. My God, today. Sunshine said, this is true. Had to say so least like the police. You did. That's okay, though. Names are tricky these days. Thank you. I remember when I first heard Lady Saw as an adult. I was like, oh, that was my girl back in the day. And also with like Jamaican music, you don't really, as an American, you don't really know what they're saying. So you're just singing everything. Oh, what is the song? I never knew what they were saying until I got older. It's not Murder, She Wrote. It's not Ting-a-ling-a-ling. I can't remember the song, but it was my song. I used to sing it all the time. And when I read it, I was like, this song is about an abortion? Girl, what? And then remember that song that we all used to sing back in the day? And it was about burning down a gay club? Girl, we have no room to talk. We have no room to talk. Oh yeah, you're right. MC, I'm probably saying this wrong. MC Mika said Fresno is between Southern Cali and Northern Cali. It's Central Cali, a whole different vibe. I'm gonna tell y'all, my bestie, she lives in Fresno. When I went to go see her, she had always told me like about like where she's from, and I went to go like visit her because she had moved back home. And when I went to Fresno, I was like, oh. Fresno. I would have never. Especially, I was like, girl, she's like, I told you, Nikki. She's like, I told you about where I'm from. I said, oh. So when Casey said he was from Fresno, I said, oh Lord. Oh Lord. L Boogie said Carnaya would be something new for me. LOL. Brittany would be Fool's Rush in. Yeah, but you remember in Something New where they had that beginner stage where they were learning each other and how to talk to each other culturally. I feel like I can see that with Brittany. I feel like I can see that with them, especially with the hair. K. Charles said, mind you, every official couple in the villa haven't done half the things that Kata has done for Zach. KCTT or Brittany were intimate when they were. Yep. You are right. Fresno I was like, oh. Yes! Murder. No. And I'm just singing it. Child. Yes, it's Murder She Wrote. I had no idea. Okay. MC Mika Or Mick Mika, what's up? What's up? Oh, Mama Star's in the chat. Hey, Viola Davis. Mama Star said, hi, Star family. I hope all is well with all of you. Mama Star wasn't able to get on earlier, but hopefully I can get in before the show ends. Love you all. Love you, Mama. Thank you for being here. Mama, I'm about to wrap up. If you're coming, come. L Boogie said, I was picking something new because of the high society black girl. Oh, you're right. You are right. Justin, it's time to go to bed. What would Melanie Insincere be? What would Melanie Insincere be? I'm not gonna say that movie. That's not right. I know Zach and Bryce is the either Brokeback Mountain or the Talented Mr. Ripley. Melanie Insincere. I'm thinking Colombiana. I don't know. Tony said I voted for Anaya and Carl, of course. For the rest, I honestly don't want, but reluctantly voted for Trinity, Melanie, and Kata. God, I hate voting for anybody besides Karnaya. Here's the thing. I don't know the twist that the show is going to throw in with that vote for your your final four. I don't know. The fact that they threw that in, I'm like, it's because y'all going to do something. Y'all going to do something. Divine Trivia, what's up, son? I can't stand Sincere. His voice gives me a headache. Oh, so he can't get you. He can't get you. Chocolate Sooner said that song was on Save the Last Dance, first intro to Kerry Washington's Faces. Ciao. Hey, Jersey. Jersey said, I'm from Fresno, and there is a lot of nice parts. It's not all bad. And you know what? Very true. I haven't been to, I was in like one part, and then I went to another part, and it wasn't, I won't say that it was bad. I just didn't expect it. I just did not. I was like, oh. Oh, I don't know. I think it's because I'm from the East Coast and I hear like Fresno, California, and I'm just expecting something very differently. And I went there and I was like, okay. It just threw me off. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Forgive me if I gave that off. It just wasn't what I expected. Sunshine said, watch they say vote final four and they be off. So I'm telling you, I just think Thursday, somebody gonna be gagged. So I don't know who. Somebody gonna be gagged. You cannot trust this show and you cannot game the system. So I don't know. I don't know. Sincere alone, he would absolutely be face off. K235 said, oh, I was getting the vibe that Fresno is suburban. That's what, I would think that Fresno was Encino, but I'm from the East Coast. California to us is just like mountains and beaches. You know what? MC Mika said it's true. I live in Oakland and it gets such a bad rap. West Oakland, B. Tuesday. I like it. Who like to lay low? Guess it. Eyelid. Pick it in a Draco. Me and my man, we in Miami, how? Ocean breeze. Bad shots on a balcony. I like a dark skin. Anyway, MC Mika said it's true. I live in Oakland and it gets such a bad rap, but a lot of nice parts. I have to be honest with you. I absolutely agree. Me and my family went to Oakland. I was terrified. I'd never been there. I was absolutely terrified. I was just like, what's happening? It just seemed really nice. And I was like, well, what is it? Where is the news reporting from? This place is so run down. I was clenching my pearls and everything. And I enjoyed it. The part of Oakland I was in that we were in, it was giving juice bars. There was like a juice bar on every block. Oaklandites love a juice bar. You really got to go to places and just not, and make your own opinion. Um, Jersey, I'm gonna get this. I'm getting the super chats at the end. Yeah, I recommend Oakland, but I don't know all of it. But I loved it. Uh, that's the song of the summer for me. I like a dark skin. That's my song. That is my song. I'm gonna get the super chats because I don't want my super chat people to think that I forgot them. Thank you, Jersey. Jersey said, I just want to say I'm a white girl and I did not. Don't forget. Kizzy and Dylan, they weren't even in consideration for me. And sister, I know you're telling the truth. The white girls are not rocking with Kenzie this season. She is not able to pull it through. So, guys, it may just be between Kata and Zach and KC and TT. Because she is just not getting the love like that. Thank you so much, Jersey. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love you. Hey, Paige. Thank you for the super chat. Paige said, Zach and Kata. I'm curious if this is a Gen Z thing. I've always thought exclusive equals boyfriend and girlfriend. It gives me the feeling that Zach has one toe in and one toe out as he envisions life after the villa. I'm going to be very honest with you. Exclusive on this show, it was going every which way. I didn't know what any of them meant. But it seemed like exclusive meant closed off to them in the villa. And they were just like, we're at the point where it needs to matter more. So I think everybody is looking for boyfriend and girlfriend at this point. So exclusive, it's just not hitting. That's what I thought exclusive was. I thought that exclusive was like me and you are deciding to seriously date until we make the, like, I thought it was like a younger generation way of saying like courting, right? But the thing about it is they're sleeping together. So for me, if you tell me you're exclusive, you're not playing in my womb. That means that we're just like seriously dating to figure out if we want to be that. Then when we get there, we can have a discussion about bumping genitalia. But if we're just exclusively dating, that means we're working up to something, but not, ain't no hanky panky going on. But that's just me, right? So I don't know what them kids mean. I don't have a clue. And it seems like they don't know because everybody was confused. Thank you, Paige, for the super chat. Delicia, thank you for the super chat. Delicia said, anyone see Zach and Kata in the family? Oh my gosh, I didn't. Who did we see? Oh my gosh, I didn't. We saw Karnaya. Who did we see? Oh, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Because Family Day always has an elimination. So the person eliminated goes home with the family. I don't know if elimination will be before Family Day. Girl, you had me scared. Thank you, Delicia, for the super chat. I got an eyelash. Hey, Kimberly, thank you for the super chat. Kimberly said, to be honest, I fast forwarded most of this episode. Oh, see, I never fast forward because I review the show, but I really like the pacing of the last week of Love Island because to me, I feel like that's what Love Island should be. I don't really like the drama. It pays well, but I like it when it's, just fun and just lovely. Thank you, Kimberly, for the super chat. Kauka. What's up? Thank you for the super chat. Kauka said Zach wants to wear Bryce's skin. I agree. He initiates gay jokes, physical touch, yet talks poorly about Trinity. Speaks bad of Bryce himself, arrogant, overconfident to Kata, yet wants Bryce's approval and affection like he's weird. the talented Mr. Ripley. The talented Mr. Ripley. Thank you for the super chat, Coca-Cola. Kimberly, thank you for another super chat. Kimberly said, Carl thinking he will need to finish PT school. You just got to let him live. But what I like is that he's just like, oh, I'm going back to my real life. Oh, he has no idea. He has no idea. Nick thought he was going back to be a nurse in Florida. Baby. Now he's a multi-million-dollar DJ. Carl, get ready. Money's coming. Hey, Texas Spice. And everything nice. Texas Spice said, if KC sneaks in the final, I'm voting for Trinity. It's core 4 in the final. I'm voting for Kanaya. KC can't touch that money. Here's the thing. If KC makes it to the final, I don't think he's winning. I feel like the votes for Trinity and for Brinity and Kanaya are just too strong. It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be one or the other. And the Latino vote. I think the top 3, Brinity, Karnaya, Melanie, and Sincere. The final 4, I don't know who's battling it out. I don't know who's going to win that battle, but I think we got the top 3, especially after Sincere finally locked in. The Latinos are going to pull it through. The white girls, I can't call this season. They are not rocking with Kenzie, child. I've never seen this. They are not rocking with Kenzie. Thank you, Texas Spice, for the super chat. Kimberly, thank you for another super chat. Kimberly said, y'all remember how Shelly's dad looked at oh my God, I never forgot. That's when I knew. That's when I knew they weren't going to work. Dad did not like Ace and did not fake it. He was not a fan of him. That is what I need from Kata's family. We'll see. We will see, y'all. Thursday is going to be a very, very interesting episode. All right, let me wrap it up. Chocolate Sooner said, Zach got burned after asking to be closed off, but still asking about bombshells. He just needs to go. He just needs to go. The season wasn't a good look for him. He really does not like women, and he needs to work on that. He needs to work on that. All of his targets have been women. All of his negative commentary have been about women, and you're on a show for women. Dude, you're on the wrong channel. I'm 50 Gold said, I don't think no one should have ever been boyfriend or girlfriend inside the villa. Those feelings are not valid until tested outside. Here's the thing, but they're having sex and they're confusing the sex with strong emotions. That is why you gotta keep the clam on lock until you like that dude. For real, for real. And not just, oh, I like him. He's nice. He's cute. Is he going to be a healthy part of your life? If not, your clam is going to have you locked into something with somebody that is just not good for your nervous system or your coochie. They've been messing up your pH balance. My God, today. You got to be careful with that. You got to listen. You can't, even if you got them strong emotions. Listen, I understand. Ovulation is crazy. Don't let them in her. Don't let them in her. Gotta really see if this is a good decision for you. But the problem is they're having sex, they're French frying. And, the show makes it so that those things happen, so that you get confused and stay probably in a coupling you shouldn't. You're sleeping together, you're doing stuff in bed. That's intimacy right there. So, yeah, I agree. I would not want anybody to be, I feel like closed off should just be the max. Boyfriend and girlfriend, you got to get outside that villa. You got to check them DMs because you might want him to be your boyfriend today. And then you check your DMs and it's something 6'5", dark chocolate with an iced out necklace and a $50 million NFL contract. You're going to rethink your decision. It happens. It happens. That's why I always say, check the DMs first. See what opportunities are there. If you still like that dude after you went through those DMs, stay with him. Stay with him. Justin says, Charlie is going to show his face for Zach. I bet $5 because that's all I have. Charlie and Zach are going to do a podcast. Get ready for the most awful takes. They're going to do a podcast together. Those two want to be in the spotlight, and they don't have any talent. So the podcast mics it is. Get ready. Get ready. They're going to be the ones interviewing everybody in Love Island. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, Devonda, I hate it. Devonda said, damn, pack your bags with your family taking you home. That's cutthroat. Oh, I hate that there's an elimination on Family Day. I absolutely hate it. I feel like by the time we get to Family Day, the elimination should be done. Because, oh my gosh, I see my family. They give me all this encouragement about my coupling, and then I get eliminated that night. Absolutely not. It's too much emotions. It's too much emotion. Yep. Dahlia said, wow, they're going to have Zach and Kata's family schlep all the way to Fiji knowing they're getting cut. That's kind of messed up. That's like being called to work on your day you get fired. That's exactly what it is. Oh, physical therapy. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Elbig Zadiki is physical therapy, not personal training. Thank the Lord. Because I was just like, really, Carl? And not saying that personal training is not like something, you know, I'm not saying it's not a viable job option. I just for Carl, I don't know. I just wouldn't just see that that's like his life goal. You know, I don't know. I just saw him doing something else. He doesn't give me gym bro. Although he works out, I just don't see like, you know, yeah. I hope I said it right. Oh, Justin said, don't trust. Carl is finishing school. If it's Mother's Day, we'll see. We will see. But he just has so many opportunities. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm not saying he won't finish, but I'm saying he may put it on pause to, you know, take advantage of the opportunities before him. And why wouldn't he? Justin says, Kinsey is the only kind of game. Oh my gosh. The white girls are not messing with her. I am 50 Gold says, Sincere's spell might get them to the win. He's so powerful. He's so powerful. It might just happen, y'all. It might just happen. Hey, Mama Star. Mama Star has, hey, Nikki, I miss you and the Star family tonight. Please don't shut down. Mama, when are you coming up here? I'm almost at 3 hours. I gotta eat. I don't want to tell my business, but I gotta go to I've been drinking all this juice. I gotta go to the bathroom, Mom. When are you coming? I gotta go, girl. I keep on rocking. I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm too old to be holding. At this age, you gotta go to the bathroom. Messing myself up. Oh yeah. Chocolate Sooner said Brit Bros sound worse than Nick Bow. Yes. Dahlia said that whatever podcast makes hundreds of dollars every live stream and have billions of subscribers, the host is a waste of a man with the Yep, that's what's gonna happen. That is exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, they're going to have a Red Pill podcast. It's just, oh my, thank you. I forgot about the chicken. I gotta get over here. Anyway, Star Family, look at me rocking. Ciao. I love y'all. Thank you all so much for sticking with me. I totally appreciate you all. Mama Star, I'm sorry. I will let you have, you know, your space on Thursday, but girl, I gotta go. Literally. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I do absolutely oh, wait a minute. I forgot about that freaking chicken. I do absolutely apologize for having that Philly moment. I am much better than that, and I do have access to my emotions. I can control them. I should not have done that. Even though I don't like being disrespected, there was a better way for me to handle that, and I do apologize that you had to see that, especially if you are new here. I'm a much better host than that. I'm not saying it won't happen again, but I am going to be more reflective on how I show up here for you all. Thank you all so much. Whoever I got, Bridget, let's chat. Anything is fixable. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who supported me by way of views, likes, shares, super chats. I really appreciate you all investing in my community. And I thank you for being a part of this community. And I thank you all for stopping by, because you can stop by anybody else's channel and you stop by here. God is working on me. But I do really, really, really thank you all for considering me for your view and to be a part of this Star family. I am going to finalize some things tonight after I season my chicken. When I post it, don't let it flop, Star fam. I need your support. I need your support. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello.